They thought we wasn't paying attention. Yeah. Yo, Imani, talk your talk. Facts, facts. I came with receipts, I ain't come to play. Expose every lie they've been selling all day. Head held high, I ain't ducking no smoke. So, truth hit harder when the system broke. Talk to 'em. I came with receipts, every file got names. Everybody loud till accountability came. We ain't moving in fear, we applying that heat. Better tighten up now, cause I brought the receipts. Let's go, let's go. See the cameras flash when the hearings start. Whole room shook when they spoke from the heart, trying to cut me off. Now I claim my time. Every interruption just exposed the crime. History long, but the memory longer. Pressure make diamonds, pressure make stronger. You can twist headlines, spin every thread. Can't rewrite facts when the truth been said. Everybody gangster behind that desk. To the numbers show the public been stressed. Families hurting while they paint pretty pictures. Meanwhile, pockets getting thin about a minute. Facts. Tell them stop capping quick gas like games. People buy eggs with a pocket full of change. You can fake statistics on a PowerPoint slide, but the checkout line don't never lie. Who gon' speak? We will. Who gon' fight? All night. Who gon' stand when they kill our rights? We will, we will. I came with receipts, I ain't come to play. Expose every lie they've been selling all day. Head held high, I ain't ducking no smoke. Truth hit harder when the system broke. Let's ride, let's ride. I came with receipts, every file got names. Everybody loud till accountability came. We ain't moving in fair, we applying that heat. Better tighten up now, cause I brought the receipts. Courtrooms echo, but the streets hit louder. Every bad ruling made the movement prouder. Take one vote, then we register 10. Built from the block, let the people win. Can't silence voices born from struggle. Look, these dreams through pain and hustle. Grandma marched so I could speak. Now I'm 10 toes down every single week. Every chapter got another revelation. People waking up across the nation. Ain't no crime without confrontation. Truth is the spark for transformation. Wake up, ain't about left, ain't about right. It's about wrong hiding under bright lights. Question everything, don't question names. Power belongs to the people, not the fame. If they tell you hush, if they tell you wait, move now. If they tell you quit, if they shut one door, if they shut one door, build more doors. Look. Look, I don't need permission. I was born with a mission. Every generation got a choice. I'm choosing resistance. Feel like a weapon, mic like a torch. Truth keep burning till it like the whole pour. Kingdoms fall when the people unite. Darkness disappear when they turn on the light. Ain't chasing black, I'm chasing change. Every verse another broken chain. Break it, break it, break it. Every sister standing up. Every brother finding peace. Every time watching us. Learning courage, don't decrease it, multiplies. I can't move receipts. I ain't come to play. Truth don't fall when the headlines fade. Built for the pressure, built for the fight. We keep pushing to the future, look bright. Let's go. Hands to the sky, voices repeat. Justice ain't giving, you earn every seat. From the block to the ballot, from the mic to the street. We ain't leaving to the people. Complete the mission. The mission facts, the movement. Stand up, no fear. We brought the receipts. Truth. Funny thing about hate, the people that say they can't stand you know everything about you. Every live stream, every post, every move. That's not hate, that's obsession. Run it. Why you watching me if you don't like me? Why are you clocking me? Every upload, every stream, every word I speak. You know my whole life better than the folks that sit with me. Why you watching me? Talking crazy, but you boosting me. You call it hate, I call it free publicity. You in the comments every day promoting me. Why you watching me? You say I'm fake, but you never miss a show. Notifications on front row, screenshot queen. Got folders on your phone, studying my life while neglecting your own. Every week another rumor gets spun. Same five people talking under everyone, claiming that they win it, claiming that they won. But somehow I'm still the topic every month. Ain't that funny? You know my schedule, you know my guests, you know my circle, you know my steps. Know every sentence, know every laugh, know every live stream. From beginning to last. Girl, that's work. Should've sent the resume. Spent 10 years watching me and still ain't get paid. Meanwhile, I'm building while you sitting in rage. Trying to stop my shine while giving me engagement. Why you watching me if you don't like me? Why are you clocking me? Every upload, every screen, every word I speak. You know my whole life better than the folks that sit with me. Why you watching me? Talking crazy, but you boosting me. You call it hate, I call it free publicity. You in the comments every day promoting me. Why you watching me? Yeah, YouTube streets got detectives on patrol. Whole channel better run another woman's goals. Breaking down thumbnails, breaking down clothes, breaking down friendships, breaking down souls. Talking all day but accomplishing none. Living through drama like it's oxygen. Trying to recruit every bit of little frame, building fake armies that collapse in the end. See, I learned something. Misery needs company. Happy people don't spend years on a hunting spree. Successful folks ain't checking who I talk to. Successful folks too busy making boss moves. The math ain't mathing. Let's be factual. If I was irrelevant, why you so attached to me? If I was finished, why you still react to me? You built your platform off reacting to me. I don't fear criticism. Criticism helps people grow. But obsession, that's different. Imagine waking up every day to monitor somebody you claim you don't like. That's not power. That's a prison. And you built the cell yourself. Yeah. God got me walking and I know who I am. Can't no comment section cancel God's plan. People throw stones when they don't understand, but every attack on the strength is to stand. I pray for my enemies, wish them healing too, cause carrying that much anger got a cost to you. While you counting my blessings, I'm counting mine. While you studying my life, I'm improving mine. See the difference? One road builds, one road destroys. One creates peace, one just creates noise. And when the camera's off and the live stream ends, you still gotta face yourself, my friend. Why you watching me if you don't like me? Why are you clocking me? Every upload, every stream, every word I speak. You know my whole life better than the folks that sit with me. Why you watching me? Keep talking, keep posting, keep obsessing, keep proving my point. Some people spend their whole lives trying to become somebody. Others spend their whole lives watching somebody become somebody. Choose wisely. Choose wisely. Choose wisely.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Golden, and we are back with another live, y'all. And so we decided that we was going to come back and play just a little bit more of some, excellent conversation when it came to, the podcast and the conversation between Tisha Campbell and what's the name? I didn't forgot her name. Angie Martinez. Angie Martinez and Tisha Campbell did a great conversation. We played a little bit of that. And then we're also going to play a little bit more of the Ciara and Russell Wilson conversation. Sitting over there having a conversation with Keke Palmer, right? So we wanted to do that, but before we get into all that, we do have some housekeeping we're gonna do, and I do have Imani is back, y'all, and Mama Warrior is here as well. So we'll get into a few things, but it's about 2:30 p.m. here Eastern Time in the Carolinas in the United States, and it was a little bit rainy earlier, but it started to warm up a bit and dry up. So for Juneteenth, y'all, I think the weather is going to be pretty okay. So, a lot of people is out, they grilling. You can smell the food in the air. I think it's dope. And after I'm done this live, y'all, I am going to be getting into some food cooking as well. Depending on if it's going to rain again, I may be outside grilling. If it's not, then whatever. I may have to do it inside. I may have to do it outside. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, if it's raining outside, I can't grill outside. If it's not raining outside, then I will grill. But either way, we're gonna cook, and we're gonna have some foods or whatnot for Juneteenth. But let me go ahead and introduce, of course, my favorite co-host. Imani is back up in the building with us, and we also got Mama Warrior back up in the building with us as well. So what's up, Imani? How you doing? How's your day? How you feeling? How's the weather? What's going on?
The weather's great, really great. It's been sunny, it's been hot. I've had a good Friday, as in not a good Friday, as in Good Friday Easter, but I've had a good Friday. I've been doing lots of stuff around the house. I had stuff to do yesterday. Yeah, I've had a good day. What about you? What are you doing this afternoon? Hello?
Hey y'all, my bad. So again, I don't know why these things keep happening, but they were trying to say that I was having mic issues and my mic was disconnected. So then I have to unplug it and plug it back in and all of the BS. But anyway, yes, I am back. So Imani and y'all can come back on up. I am back here. I just had to unplug the mic and plug it back in. But anyway, yeah, y'all, I was outside earlier today a little bit. It was nice out there or whatnot. Took the dogs out and stuff like that. And yeah, this evening we're gonna, well, not necessarily this evening, but this afternoon we're gonna go back out. And we probably, if it doesn't rain, gonna put some things on the grill, whatnot like that. And then let JJ play outside and do all the things. That's it. That's all. But yeah, that's it. But it's been a pretty good day so far. You know what I'm saying? Like the morning or whatnot, pretty decent. It's a little wet and stuff like that outside because of the rain. But no, the weather's been pretty good. All right, girl, you're back. Okay, my bad. So I had to unplug the mic and plug the mic back in because some weird stuff was going on. But I'm back.
Yeah. Well, did you hear what I said? I was just asking what you're doing for the rest of the afternoon for Juneteenth.
Yeah. So I was just explaining it. I was just like, yeah, depending on the weather, right? Because right now it seemed pretty stable and warm. But here in the Carolinas, I don't know. It's really weird. Like it rains a lot here. So we had some rain earlier and last night or whatnot. If we don't get any more rain, I'm gonna throw some foods and stuff on the grill. But if it does rain, that's okay too, because I can do stuff on the stove top and in the oven or whatnot like that. But we definitely gonna eat for Juneteenth, girl. That's it. And so we'll be kicking it or whatnot. Me, Mama Gigi, Carlos, we'll get together and we're gonna have some food and stuff like that, and maybe some cocktails, whatever, and just kick it and hang out. That's all. So, and I know that you said in the UK y'all don't necessarily celebrate or you know uh do Juneteenth, but whatever. I know y'all do the windrush. We talked about that as well. So yeah, what are you doing today?
No, I'm just going out for a drink with friends later. But on Sunday, I'm going to the Windrush, some of the Windrush celebrations. So there'll be, some kind of street parties. And most of the street parties are in areas where people who came as migrants from what was called the British Commonwealth. And most of the people that arrived had British Commonwealth passports. So there'll be a lot of celebrations, music, dance, food, DJs, kind of street party. And some of them are in parks. So I'll be going to some of those because it's 75 years of Windrush, the Windrush celebrations. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing bit off this weekend and just hanging out with some friends and family. Um, yeah, so apart from that, nothing much going on. So I thought, do we move to the housekeeping now?
Yeah, girl. Because we know what we doing. You know what I mean? We chilling. We having a good time. We
Yeah.
living our life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and just tap into the housekeeping. There are some things that we got to discuss today, unfortunately. But let's go ahead. I'm gonna let you kick it off, girl, and I'll come in and segue. Uh, basically after you're done, you can start.
Yeah. I just really wanted to say the first thing I wanted to say clearly is that um, what I actually said to Lady Letitia about having a spelling contest to get her off YouTube, if anybody considers that as serious, they need their mind checked because how the hell am I going to get someone off YouTube by having a spelling bee? So people are actually taking very simple things that are said on a live. And you, Snoopy, because I'm going to talk about you only in this housekeeping. You, Snoopy, are trying to weaponize simple words and simple jokes as threats. And that's what your problem is. And that's the reason why you and you alone have been reported. Now, I need to be clear to everyone out there. It is Snoopy who has been reported by me. Snoopy made a threat about knowing my family, knowing where my sister lives, who lives in the United States, and with my brother in law, who is ex US military, and so is she. Knowing about my life and where I live in the UK. She made that threat online because I said a news company is interested in her content because under Coco's law, these things are considered criminal. Now, I'm going to talk about cyber stalking and harassment under Ireland's Coco's law. Ireland's harassment laws were strengthened by Coco's law, which expanded existing harassment offences and specifically addressed harmful online conduct. Persistent online targeting, monitoring, unwanted contact, campaigns of abuse, and communications about a person, not just directly to them, can potentially amount to criminal harassment. Examples may include repeated unwanted messages, persistent targeting across platforms, coordinated harassment campaigns, monitoring and tracking someone's online activity, encouraging others to harass a person, publishing content intended to cause serious distress or fear. Now, when it comes to doxing, and you have said that you provided information to Maggie, I'm just repeating what you said. Okay? You sent an email and you said, don't tell them it's me that's provided this information. If you provide information that is meant to be used for malicious intent, meant to harm, meant to dox, meant to harass, meant to cause defamation and fear in someone's life, you have a problem. You admitted to your own crimes. And this has culminated in everything else you've been doing. You have consistently done things to warrant an investigation that was reported, and the police assessed your channel. Then something happened which involved a third party that was a serious issue, and they decided that the investigation needs to be extended. And that is why I have been instructed by the police what to do. This is not content. I am not going to play police calls. I am not going to show you what has been done because it's part of an investigation. And if the investigation is disrupted in any way, it will not be a true investigation. You have been reported, not Lady Letitia, not Vampy, not anybody else. However, if it is found within that investigation that other people have been involved in stuff or you have done nothing, then you have nothing to worry about. Just the same as you said you have a file on me. Can I tell you something, Snoopy? Send it to the police because I don't worry because I know what I've done and I know if I've done anything illegal. Now, let's just talk about Murph. You were saying that I was stalking Murph and I was going to watch his house. Just Risa was in Vampy's chat. And Just Risa, you asked Just Risa if it was me. And Just Risa said no. And she said, you said to her in the chat, I don't believe you, it was Imani. You then came out after hearing whatever the recordings were and said, I need to apologize to you, Imani. This is after you doing several lives saying that I was stalking Murph. Now, the key thing that I need to tell you, there were links to organizations because Murph, and God rest his soul, because I'm not going to talk about him after today, was posing as a psychologist, a registered psychologist with qualifications. Now, the person that actually did the thorough investigation after the initial stuff that we had in Discord was Danny Robertson. And she didn't do anything illegal. She called the same people that we had posted in the Discord to check whether he was a registered psychologist. And do you know the reason why she called those people? Because Murph was receiving emails from vulnerable people who had had tragic trauma in their life, and he was professing to be able to help them. So if you think providing the link to the organization that registers qualified psychologists is criminal, so that someone can check that someone who is in contact with vulnerable people and taking their email and talking to them offline about their problems and hearing all their trauma in their life that they have gone through, and they think this man can help them. If you think that's illegal, go right ahead. Go right ahead. Because one thing I will tell you, I know what I did. And one thing I will tell you, nothing was done that was illegal, because this was someone professing to be a professional and getting in touch with vulnerable people and getting their emails and talking to them offline about their traumatic past. And Danny Robertson did a thorough job in exposing that, number one, his qualifications were a lie. Number two, he was not a registered psychologist. That link to the organization in the UK was in the Discord, in the petty pocket. So what did anybody do wrong? Now, I might have done a couple of presentations about Murph and about Maggie, because that was at a time we were in conflict with Maggie and with Murph. And all the stuff that came from my presentations came from things they had said online, not offline. Nothing was went into about his past on any presentation I did. And the presentation I did on Maggie, which you seem to keep trying to say that I talked about Maggie, was done from an online conversation she had with Steph about her past, because we were having issues between us, which have now been resolved. Unfortunately for you, you can't resolve your issues because you still want to keep this going. Now, what I said to you, when I spoke to the police, they asked me all the stuff you've been doing, and they advised me who I needed to contact, which I did. But this is not content. This is not about any other CC or anybody else that you're trying to drag into the process. This is about you and your behavior and your harassment, constant harassment. What I've tried to tell you is police do not open up a file if they think it is not something that warrants investigation. Okay? And getting a lawyer involved means I don't have to do any work to do with you and your offline activity. They do the work. I said to you, you say you're a professional. Well, let me tell you that online activity can impact your offline life. And I'm not getting involved in finding out who you are, where you live, and what you do. You have brought it to the forefront that it needed to be reported, such that when something happened, because you'd already laid your marker down by telling me that you've been looking me up, you needed and warranted further investigation. And me asking people to send information on what you may have done and what you may be doing to stalk, harass, and dox them online is not illegal. It is not brigading, because I'm not telling anybody to report your channel. I am telling them that if they want to know what they need to do, rather than try and do online stuff, there is a way to report it. And we said that in a live. We have not hidden anything that we say. We have told people about Coco's Law. We have told people about what is legal and what is not. And if that upsets you, that is your problem. It is not a Lady Letitia problem. It is your problem. I am not going to play police phone calls. I am not going to give you what we have and what has been reported because I am not going to be investigating you. But I've told you, if you think I've done anything illegal, feel free to report it to the police. Like I've told you, your behavior and what you've been saying is what has caused you to come under the radar. And if anybody else is involved, they will get swept up in it if they have been involved, because digital footprints are forever. And that is what has happened. You then make content saying that people are alcoholics, that their children have fetal alcohol syndrome, that I have a mental health problem, and you think that's okay. You think that's all okay. I talk about your online behavior. I talk about how unacceptable it is. You have actually made a live called Atlas Bullies. I am not instructed by anyone to go after you. I reported you for what you did to me. No one has asked me to bully you. And you are now trying to defame someone else because you don't like the result of your actions and the consequences that you are facing. That's a you problem. Don't try and drag everybody else into this because it has nothing to do with them. And a real investigation does not involve people talking to people online, on the phone, playing the police. That is why it is not content, because it is a serious investigation, because a third party was swept up into this. And I'm not going to tell you who or when or how, because it's an investigation and it has to go through. I This behavior have been reported, and other people have sent text messages to say what other things may possibly be happening, and they have been reported to the correct authorities. I don't know how much more I can make it clear that this is about you, but you like to go out and do lives and mislead people. For example, you talked about the triple K sector. I was talking about you attaching Maggie to the triple K sector. Nobody else. Maggie is the black woman that you actually said was part of the triple K sector. Stop misrepresenting what I say, because you're lying, because you stopped at the point where I said you attached a black woman to the Ku Klux Klan, and it is offensive. Stop misrepresenting what I'm saying. You're trying to talk about jelly. I wasn't talking about jelly. I'm not involved in what Jelly said. And unlike you, I don't monitor who people support. It is not my business who supports Jelly, who may support Golden's channel. And it's not your business. But you seem to want to go around taking screenshots of what everybody says in everybody else's chat. When have we ever showed a screenshot of who you are supporting? You don't seem to understand your constant monitoring of people and who they support stops people from going into chats because they don't want to be attacked by you. You don't actually hold a mirror up to yourself and examine your behavior. That's why you can't see why you've been reported. But I will tell you once again, because if I have done anything illegal, report me to the police, because it's your duty and it's your right. You have been reported because of your behavior, and there's a crime reference number attached to it. And there are legal people involved in this. And there have been reports made to several organizations about your activities, and you're being investigated. And if that investigation comes up that you've done nothing wrong, you've done nothing wrong. I'm just advising you that I have reported you, and a policeman reviewed your channel to see what you were doing. And he would not have gone and reviewed your channel if he thought it didn't warrant it. Because you get in trouble in the UK for wasting police time. And I am not about to make this content and play a phone call between me and the police or any interaction, because it's an investigation. And I'm not supposed to interfere in an investigation. So you keep talking, you keep making lives, because every time you do it, you actually give more information that could end up as an exhibit. And I've told you time and time again, I move through the legal system. I don't play games on the internet. You seem to want to think you're a YouTube baddie. You told Golden she needs to be afraid of you. She needs to be scared of you. Nobody's afraid of you. Nobody's scared of you. If you're to be removed from this platform, it's going to be because of your behavior and the community guidelines that you've been breaking and the things you've been doing. But let me just get on to what Coco's Law says about doxing. It doesn't have a standalone offence called doxing. But however, publishing private personal information, encouraging harassment or threats, intimidation, misuse of personal data, defamation. This can be criminal. And if you are a professional, it can affect your professional life. There can be civil liability. And reports have to be made with the specific information that you have. So I have told you that reports have been made. And within those reports, they look at other stuff you've been doing. That involves everything you're doing on your channel because they're looking at behaviours. And does it warrant a further investigation into what you're doing? Because you seem to think that you're doxing US people, you're abusing US people, that can't have an impact to you on your own turf. You're wrong. Because you have to abide by the rules under which you are governed. And that is all I've got to say to you. Stop involving people who are not involved. You have been reported. You and you alone. And anybody that has joined into this and is going to get swept up in this, that's their problem for getting involved in anything that might warrant criminal behavior. And this has nothing to do with Ralph or Atlas, because I know you're obsessed. I know you're obsessed with him. Everything you think, everything goes back to Ralph. Okay? And on the subject of me saying, why don't you and your husband find something better to do? You asked me about me and my husband or my partner. Let me tell you something. If my husband was following me around Black Tea Sector chat, in chats with me, gossiping with me, I would have to have a word with him and ask him what's going on in his life, why he's up in women's business all the time. That's what I was talking about. So if you think I've got a mental problem for asking about that, so be it. But remember, your words, your actions could become exhibits. Stop involving other people. Stop pretending it pertains to other people. You don't know there's actually quite a collection of your behaviors from last year up until now, because you like to talk big shit on the internet. because you think you're some big baddie that people should be afraid of. You're a nobody. You can only be a somebody on this internet, okay? And there are others who are making comments about me. You want to be relevant. You want to be mentioned. You're not going to be mentioned because I know what your actions were in the Discord. I know what you were doing. I don't want to embarrass you by talking about things that you were doing in that Discord to get attention. And I have all the screenshots and I have all the messages. Okay? Please, I don't care what you want to call me in those chats. I really don't care. But you guys need to get a life. You seem to think that we're obsessed with you. You're obsessed with everything and anything to do with the content creator called Ralph. And you want to tie everything back to Ralph. But you actually don't realize, Snoopy, some of the stuff that you have been doing has legal consequences for you, not only against me if investigations come out and things are proved, but you have consequences of what you've been trying to do since last year. So what I would say, and I really will say this, carry on talking, because this is going to be the last time I talk about you. I say keep doing lives, keep talking, keep defaming people, keep abusing people. Try and widen your abuse vocabulary because it's quite limited at the moment. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing because you're creating the file for yourself. And that's all I've got to say, Golden.
Well. That was a loaded housekeeping. And I do have some things that I want to add to housekeeping, but I'll need y'all to bear with me for just a moment. I'm gonna take a quick song break because I gotta get my little man over here settled. And so I'm gonna take this song break, and when we come back from that, we're gonna get into my part of the housekeeping, and then after that, we're gonna get right into the content, y'all. So y'all bear with me for just a second. I'm gonna go ahead and play a quick song, all right? I'll be right back.
Yeah. Funny how people love throwing rocks to the glass breaking their house. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing. Quit crying now. You was loving the dysfunction. Talk slick online. I was tension in public. Same dirt you was throwing came back by the bucket. Don't start fires you can't put out. Whole lot of wolves when the views go up. Whole lot of snakes when the truth come out. Now you wanna play victim. Shut up. We remember. Now it hurt. Oh, okay. Karma outside. Keep that same energy. Yeah. I done seen people smile and secretly plot. Screenshot conversations, send them round blocks. Do foul business, then run to God. Like heaven don't know what type time they on. Whole personality built off drama. Whole page built off tearing down mamas. Whole crew fake. Everybody gossip, then act confused when life get darker. Nah. You created that storm. Every lie got a price. Every snake get exposed eventually. That's just life. See, the internet made weird people famous. Everybody tough with edits and angles. Everybody gangster behind them captions. Till real pressure finally make them anxious. Now they posting little quotes about peace. After years of being messy for free. You can't stab folks and scream don't bleed. That ain't karma. that's receipts. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. You was out here moving low and disgusting. Had the same energy, turn disruptive, and your own people ain't even trusting. Don't throw dirt, then hide your hands. Universe spin back, that's God's plan. You made beds in all that chaos. Now lay there and deal with that. Tiptoe. Now they ducking their comments. Funny how bullies get quiet when karma responding. Now it's protect mental health, but where was that energy wrecking everybody else? Quiet, that guilt hit different at night. When the same pain you caused starts showing up in your life. I seen YouTube friendships turn into warfare. Seen fake love disappear when the crowd stares. Seen people build channels off humiliation, then panic once they own name get dragged there. That's the game though, cold world. Everybody wanna spend somebody else's pain go. Views up, morals down. Whole lot of lost souls wearing fake crowns. And I ain't perfect, but I learned one thing. If you keep sending hate out, the hate gon' ring. Back to your phone, back to your home, back to your spirit when you alone. That's why I move careful, watch who I feed. Some folks water drama like plants and weeds, then cry online. Why everybody against me? Girl, you been foul, people just finally seen it. Don't start nothing, won't be nothing. Quit acting shocked cause the truth got ugly. All that shady energy turned corrupted. Now the same smoke got your whole life flooded. Don't start wars and ask for grace. Can't move dirty, then outrun fate. Life got mirrors for every snake, and karma always know your face. Everybody tough when they hurting people. Different story when the hurt come home. Don't start nothing. Yeah. Shh. Don't make eye contact. I move like truth in a crowded room, unnoticed, until it's too late. Snap, snap. File 1, hypocrisy. File 2, rejection. File 3, denial. Let's open the case. Let's open the case. Look in the mirror, don't dodge that truth. All that preaching, but your hands stay loose. Talk accountability till it points at you. Then it's silence when the receipts come through. Karma, don't forget no names. Every screenshot still plays the game. You throw dirt, but you stay the same. I just let facts do all the flame. Yeah, I seen the shift when the narrative flip. Same voices loud, but they edited clips. Talking moral high ground with a shaky grip. Why they hide their own past in a broken zip? I don't need opinions, I read between lines. Watch how they switch when the pressure aligns. One day love, next day they sign on a pylon wave just to feel the line. But I came from blocks where the real don't fold, where you stand on truth even when it gets cold. Y'all build on hype, I build on soul. Then watch the whole story unfold. Yeah, I see it. Don't act holy now. Record scratch, click, 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 click. Look in the mirror, don't dodge that truth. All that preaching, but your hands stay loose. Talk accountability till it points at you. Then it's silence when the receipts come through. Karma, don't forget no names. Every screenshot still plays the game. You throw dirt, but you stay the same. I just let facts do all the flame. Now let's talk energy, let's talk intent. How every movement got the angle is spent. One voice sparks it, then the mob gets sent. But nobody asks where the truth really went. Funny how justice only loud when it's safe, but goes real quiet when it's their own case. I don't chase clout, I don't need that space. I let silence expose what they erase. You can't build real off fake outrage. Can't write truth from a scripted page. Karma's patient, don't rush that stage. But when it lands, it clears the cage.
Hey y'all, I am back. My bad. I had to go ahead and fix little man some pizza rolls and some juice chop. So I had to run and do that real quick, and then I'm back now. So thank y'all for bearing with us and rocking with us. But yeah, as far as the housekeeping, Imani child, I mean, she puts it down when it comes to the housekeeping. She basically said everything that needs to be said. But I do have a few things that I wanted to add, y'all, and let's go ahead and talk about it, okay? So basically, I wanted to talk about something heavy, but it's incredibly necessary, okay? We live in a world where people will see your potential, your hunger, and even your moments of struggle, and they won't see a human being to help. They will see an opportunity to exploit. We all have been there. Maybe resources are tight, maybe you're chasing a dream, or maybe you're just looking for genuine love, connection, and community to call your own. And right in that moment of vulnerability, someone steps into your life offering exactly what you think you need. They want to buy your loyalty, they want to befriend your talent, but make no mistake, it isn't a gift. It's an investment in your silence and a down payment on your dignity. Now let's talk about the trap, the dirty work and distraction, right? These people don't want to build with you. They want to use you to do the dirty work that they're too cowardly to do themselves. They want to put you on the front lines of their battles, get your hands dirty, and then use the very act as leverage. And in classic trap, they want to hold something over your head so you can never stand up straight in their presence. They want you to be indebted to them because a person who feels compromised is a person who can be controlled. They expect you to tolerate mistreatment, disrespect, and dishonor just because they threw a few coins your way or gave you a temporary seat at their table. Let's also talk about the defamation, the stalking, and the borrowed content. And let's be completely real about how low they will go when they realize they can't buy you. They'll turn around and try and destroy you. They will start talking and stalking your family members, dragging innocent people into their mess, lying and completely defaming your character. What's wild is their entire platform is built on absolute air. They are running wild with old statements made in a moment of possibly anger, words that were already addressed and apologized for and admitted to, but because they have no substance of their own, they're out here using other people's words, other people's statements, and other people's content to create a narrative when they know absolutely nothing about the truth of the situation. So let me tell you something. Stop using other people's lives for your own content. Stop trying to ride the waves of a situation you have no business in. Just fill up your own cup. Now, let's also talk about unbreakable unity and how you people will not divide us. Here's the beautiful truth that they don't understand and what they will never be able to break. And yes, y'all, unfortunately, we got to focus on race. As Black people, we are going to stick together. We know how to heal, we know how to forgive one another, and we know how to move forward in love and truth. You cannot use our moments of growth as weapons against us. You attempt to create division and tear down our houses from the outside, but guess what? You're going to fail every single time because we see the game, we see the playbook, and we are choosing unity over your chaos. So you can take that dividing energy and get the hell on because our worth is not up for your auction. And let's talk about the turning point and betting on yourself. When you are in a tight spot, the temptation to compromise or stay quiet, it can be loud. But I'm here to tell you to quiet that noise and bet on yourself. When you bet on yourself, you are making the declaration that your integrity, your peace, your soul is not for sale. You are realizing that a pocket full of their money isn't worth a life lived under their thumb. You don't have to allow people to mistreat, devalue, or handle you carelessly just because you are in a season of lack. Lack is only temporary, but a broken spirit, that sometimes takes a long time to heal. And then let's talk about the power of faith and sovereignty. Have faith that you are going to be okay. Step back from the tables where respect is not served and have courage to walk out into the unknown. True security doesn't come from the pockets of people who want to control you. It comes from your own resilience, your own labor, and your own divine purpose. If you need love, give it to yourself first and find the people who love you for who you are, not for what you can do for them. If you need support, build it honestly, piece by piece, with people who value unity, truth, and real royalty. Do not let your temporary need dictate your permanent value. Stand tall, walk in your power, keep your hands clean, and always, always bet on yourself. You are more than enough. And that's all I wanted to say as far as this housekeeping. And then we can move forward into the content. What do you think, Imani?
Can I just say, Golden, that's why I say I am the bread, you are the filler. You put the words and some of the stuff that I'm not saying in the housekeeping into place. And you center people. That was a great message. It really was a great message. And the thing about it is, the reason why we're able to deliver the content we do and do what we do, how we do it, is because we're a team. And it doesn't matter how many of you keep saying, I wonder how long she's going to stay on that channel. The reason why you're worried about how long I'm going to be on this channel is because you're getting exposed. And I'm sorry about that, but it's really about time. We're not here to play silly games and attack people. But if you attack us, you can rest assured you will get a response. And if you hit somebody, you can't complain about how hard they hit you back. You're all getting upset about my jokes. My jokes. Because it hurts when people are talking about you in a way you don't like. So when I make jokes, you all want to say they're threats. How can I threaten someone with a spelling test? I can't believe some of the crap they're saying. But I got to say, that was a beautiful message. And that is what we want to do. We're going to move forward in unity, regardless of how you try and pick people off one at a time. And we move forward in unity, human unity, because we've got black, white, green, yellow. Everybody is a part of this collective, not a cult, a collective of people who share values. We are multicultural. We are multicultural here. We don't care where you come from. All we
We
say is you are welcome in the chat as
Yep.
long as you behave and you don't attack people and you want to listen to the content. That's all we want. Listen to the content. Anybody's welcome. A few people would not be welcome. I'm sorry to say that. A few people are not going to be welcome because you're only coming here to disrupt. But we don't really have many people on the banned list. All we want people to do is enjoy what we deliver because that's what we come here to do. And we welcome suggestions of stuff you'd like to see. We won't always present it, But we do Black history, we do food, we do what else do we do? Politics. But
Politics, celebrity topics, celebrity gossip with purpose. Yes. Mhm.
yeah, and that's all we're going to do. And we're not going to get distracted by people who want to drag people into their BS because of their own behavior. Should have thought about that before you started doing the crap that you're doing. And that's all I got to say. And that was a really beautiful message. And thank you, Golden.
Yes, you're welcome. And I really put that message together based off of the things that I wanted to say. And I just structured it. So when I read it, it can come across, pretty professional. That's about it. But all of the thoughts and the feelings, they come from my mind and they come from my heart. So that's literally how it is. Even when I make my songs, same thing. AI is just tools. That's it. Google Gemini and Chat GPT is just tools. That's it. But it comes from your heart and it comes from your mind, and you have to pour that in to that platform, and in order to get things out of it that you do. So anyway, I wanted to share that because I have been seeing a few things across the board, not just what they're doing and what they've been saying and how they've been treating us, but how I see they do and they deal with other individuals. And it's just like people are paying attention to the patterns. And at some point, people are going to see, they're going to feel exactly what it is you're doing and how you move and how you operate. There's a lot of people that think that they can take over and control what people do on their platform and how they make their content. And I know there's a lot of speculation from these sour individuals that that's what's happening over here. And I want you to be very clear about one thing. That's not what's happening over here. What you're seeing happening over here is genuine partnership. Two individuals that are deciding to be co-hosts when it comes to presenting content that talk behind the scenes and pop out in front of the scenes and present this content to y'all as professionally as possible as we can, and we'll keep getting better. And that's what it's about when it comes to making content. Other people make content in their own way, as far as like artistic and music, playing instruments and all of those things. There's different genres and different styles of content, but you put your hard work, sweat, and tears, and time, heart, and effort into making content. It's not just hitting the live button and running your mouth to talk about somebody or some situation that you know nothing about. That is not content. That is not content. And in my personal opinion. Now, other people may feel as though that is something that is great and that should be honored and worshiped and put on some type of list. But I don't think that's content. When you sit here and you literally put in hard work and effort and research for the things that you are going to talk about to present to your audience, when you sit here and you put in hard work and effort to create songs or thumbnails, right? And shout out to Magic, because I ain't even gonna lie. She was the one that tried to tell me back in the day, y'all, I need better thumbnails. And yeah, I was hard headed at the time. And I was like, girl, bye. But it is real because this is your brand. You are advertising something. You're advertising what you're presenting to your audience. And it needs to be done with care. It needs to be done with class. And it needs to be done professionally for people to be able to look at and like and understand what it is that you will be bringing forth as content on your platform. So shout out to Maggie. Thank you, girl. I appreciate that. At the time, child, we was beefing, and I didn't want to hear what you had to say. But you said a good deed, like you really gave me a good seed and a good piece of information as far as how you do this on this platform. And I'm going to be very clear about a few things, and we're going to end. Child, I didn't know that the house, well, we was supposed to have the epic housekeeping last night, so we just doing it today. I didn't know it was going to be about an hour. But I am going to say this right here. And I'm gonna make this very clear. Okay? I do not care what y'all think and what y'all feel as far as my choices and my decisions on who I want to rock with, who I want to forgive, and who I want to spend my time around. And let's be very clear. Also, I know that other individuals don't get along with each other or they've fallen out with each other, right? They have a beef and an issue with each other. Things that I know nothing about, right? But I listen and I hear both sides. I will hear both sides out. And I don't have no issue with either side. What I say is that really doesn't have nothing to do with me, right? All I can do is focus on what issues and situations I've had with someone else, one individual. And we will deal with that and focus on that as we see fit. Anybody else that is an adult, if they having issues with other people, I think sometimes on the platform, it's just like if they're not getting along with somebody and somebody's supposed to support them and give them love, then they don't want you to get along with the person that they're not getting along with. And a lot of that's just I don't get down. I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a separate thing. We all are separate people. Your engagement with that person and your situation you had going on with that person, especially when I don't know nothing about it, it's just what it is. But does it mean that I cannot support that person and support you equally as well? No, it doesn't. And that's what I desire to do. I desire to support people. Most of the people here on this platform in these circles, right, that we in this what is this black tea sector that I seem to be stuck in, whatever. All I want to do is boost my people up, support my people. I want them to be winning because I'm not a hater. I'm not a jealous person. I want to see my people win. I do. And I pop in and, like I listen to what's going on. I listen to the conversations and stuff, whatever the content is. And I show love for real. And when I say my people, I mean the human race. Yes, we know there is a separation between, whatever, with black, brown people, other race of people, whatever. Okay? That's not my desire to have that separation and that line in the mud. That's what society has done. Okay? And there are some people that disrespect it, and there's some people that don't disrespect it. And we know who those individuals are on either side. But all I want to see is us be able to bind together as a people, like the human race of people, despite your race, despite your skin tone, despite your ethnicity. I want us to be able to connect on that level. That's all I've ever wanted. That's all I've ever wanted. And I see these individuals that are trying to cause disconnect. They're trying to segregate us yet again. They're trying to take us back to Jim Crow. And we're not going to do it. We're not going to allow you to do it. And we will fight you tooth and nail. And that's all I got to say on the housekeeping. Do you have anything more, Imani?
No, now that you're talking about support, I just wanted to say these are only some of the channels that I'm talking about. We've got Star, who's got her own channel. We've got Dropping the Tea, who's got her own channel and she's got her own music. We've got Ralph the Wise, who's got his own channel and he's got his own music. We've got Maggie, who is like a dog with a bone when she's investigating. Support Maggie. We've got
Maggie
Kimmy Love.
San Diego. Maggie
Sorry.
is Carmen San Diego.
We've got
Carmen
Kimmy
San Diego.
Love. We've got these are people we support. We've got Kimmy Love, we've got Unwind with Teddy, we've got Cultivate with Kai, we've got We the People, we've got Mel's World, we've got the wonderful Trevor Green, we've got Gooditopia, and she has music as well. Have I forgotten? Cups of Conversation, Rose Tea Politics. Listen, these are some of the people that we support, and they're mid-tier channels that don't get the flowers, they don't get mentioned. I'm not talking about lists. I'm just talking about people we support. Go out, listen to their content. If you don't like it, you don't have to support it. And the one thing I'm going to say about support, I don't care if anybody in this chat goes over to Snoopy's channel or any other channel that has an issue with this channel. You are free to go anywhere on this internet and support who you want. And even if people support who we don't support, because there may have been issues in the past, we actually don't care, because we do not believe in attacking people because they support people they want to, because these are the freedoms that people fought for, that we talk about in Black history. The freedom to go and support who you want. The freedom. We are not here to attack people because they support people. There are many people who support people that I don't support. I don't care. As long as you're not over there trashing this channel, that's when you'll get blocked. But I don't care who you support, even if it's not someone I support, because that's why people died and protested. So you'll have the freedom to go where you want and do what you want and support who you want. And you should not be attacked for using your freedom. That's all I got to say.
I agree, right? And I think that, we have to find a way to navigate this situation a little bit better when it comes to that,
I
right? Because
forgot. Sorry. Golden, I forgot. There's someone else with a channel who's in the chat. It's Blueberry Street 13. She also has a channel and produces her own content. Go over and support her channel if you like the content. I've been over there. I've seen some of the stuff that Blueberry's been supporting. It is entirely up to you. If other people have problems with the people that I've mentioned, that is not my problem. That is a you problem. Just like if people in this chat want to go over and support Snoopy, I don't care. But if you want to go and support Snoopy and then come over here and start, you've been trashing our channel, not interested. Not
right.
interested in that kind of activity where you're carrying crap from one channel to another. You're free to go and support. If you want to listen to Toxic Tina, go ahead. Go ahead.
And shout out to Star's channel as well. Star is really dope on the bass guitar, for real. Y'all really got to check her out. And she's doing some really excellent things when it comes to like AI videos and pitches and things of that nature. She's really an artistic person and has a eye and an ear for music and art. So y'all check out Star. She's been supporting, I've been supporting her. Yeah, we bumped heads or whatever in the past, but as you can see, you can have a mature talk and make up with people and move forward. You don't have to keep carrying bags of bones around. Move forward with people. That's it,
Did
and
I
that's
say
all.
dropping the T and star? I meant to say dropping the T and star as well. Did I say
dropping
that?
the Dropping the T is dope too. Dropping the T be doing some really good graphics with AI, as well as like as far as her reporting and little short segments and stuff, and her music. I love her music. And she just got a cute little personality to me. I love Dropping the T. And I
Sorry.
love her voice. I do.
Sorry. And I also meant, and that includes Vampy's channel, because Vampy does some artistic stuff. If people want to support these channels, they must go and support them. We are not here to restrict people and tell people where they've got to go. They can go anywhere they want to on this platform. If that's what you want to listen to, if that's what you want to support, you must support it. I'm not here to restrict anybody. I don't care where people go. People seem to care where we go and record chats that we're in and record what we're saying in chats. I ain't got time for that.
I agree. I agree. And thank you for saying that. And that's just one thing that we want to get across over here is that, look, I do get it. I get it. I get it, y'all. Let me take a deep breath. I hear the people outcry, right? And they try to say they didn't been through this, or they didn't bump heads with this one, or this is how they were treated, wherever, whatever. What I'm saying is, if I don't know, it's not my experience. I am not your leader. I am not your representative. Please, don't hold weight on me, right? To deal with your issues and your gripes and your problems. When y'all see me and y'all hear me have issues and gripes and problems on this YouTube platform, what do? I put on my big girl panties and I come out here and I deal with it myself. And then, however it is that I decide to move forward from that is my choice. And I am tired of people sitting out here saying that I haven't been their representative, or sitting out here and saying that they don't care for me or like me, for the simple fact that I've made the choices and decisions that I made to continue to support people that I want to support. I am a grown woman. I decide what I want to do and where I want to go. And if that has something that is down low in your spirit and your stomach making you sick, that is a you problem. It's not making me sick. I don't care what you say. And if we have any issues with each other, guess what? We'll deal with them on our own. We don't need you to insert yourself. We can deal with it just fine by ourselves. Please, please, can y'all understand that? I don't know how many more times I have to keep saying that. We will deal with our own issues by ourselves. Go ahead, Imani.
I was just going to say thank you all for joining us on this Juneteenth day, very important day in history. And I think it is time to get on with the content.
I agree. It's been a very, very long housekeeping, but y'all, we had to make up for last night. We was having some issues and some technical difficulties and things going on, but we had to make up for last night, so we did that. And when we do our housekeeping, it's not us going out being nasty work towards individuals, and just dragging people for filth. We don't really do that. We just address the things that are said on a lot of these people's platforms. And a lot of things that they say are things that they know nothing about, or things that they want to say because they are hateful, jealous, bitter. We can't be sure what it is. I've had some oaths and promises from Lady Letitia that she's not going to speak on us anymore. So we will be holding her to that. And when it comes to Snoopy doopity doop doop doop, okay, like I said, y'all do your own research, okay? Go over and check out Snoopy's channel. I want y'all to watch just, however many videos you can stomach to watch, and see if she makes any actual real content, or if she just sits there on her lives every time she go live and talk about other people and drag them for filth and be angry and be nasty and cuss people out.
And hey,
Ma'am,
Golden, if that's what people want to hear, that's what people want to hear. If they want to hear the new Toxic Tina, Jerry Springer of YouTube, that's good. It's up to them. I don't care. I really don't care. All I care about is people monitoring other people where they go. We're all free to do that. Like I said, everybody's free to go where they want and do what they want and support who they want. And nobody should be attacking anybody for their support of another CC. But when you try and take things outside of YouTube, my actions are legal. They're always going to be legal. So that's all I say. I think we have said enough. And like I said, support who you want to. Everybody's free to go anywhere they want to. But do you want to, shall we do the content? Do you want to do the song?
she like, can we move from this? We have to do something
Yeah.
different.
I know this has been an extended housekeeping. I know it was meant to happen last night, but it didn't.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to address the misrepresentation of Snoopy of what I've been saying and cutting my voice when you know I'm getting to the crux of what you're talking about is not going to work with me. You're trying to be deceptive and it's not working. I peeped your game ages ago. And I will also tell you, and several people should know this, if you've created a channel of bots, YouTube is coming down on those channels. If you're using them to attack people, YouTube is coming down on those channels. So if channels get removed, that's a you problem. It's not a reporting problem. There are lists of channels that are being reviewed. And that's all I've got to say. And we'll move on with the content, please.
Absolutely, girl. We're gonna move right along. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Okay. Thank y'all for rocking with us for that, very long housekeeping. But our next segment that we're gonna get into, y'all, is we're gonna go back because we played a little bit yesterday of the conversation with Tisha Campbell over with Angie Martinez. And I thought that was a excellent conversation that they were having, and there was a lot of wisdom that was being brought from that conversation. And so I wanted to go ahead and play a little bit more of that and pick up where we left off. And we're also going to pick up where we left off when it comes to Ciara and Russell Wilson talking about relationship stuff. We're going to keep it light because it's Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Just wanted to go ahead and say that to y'all. I don't know, are y'all having any cookouts or doing anything fun or anything like that for the holiday? Y'all let me know. We've done I did a Juneteenth video that had a little bit of some, historical recipes, some, cocktails, but also some history and education as far as why Juneteenth is a thing. And so y'all will see that on my channel if you want to review back to it. I did do that early because, like I said, I'm gonna be cooking out. I'm gonna be hanging out after this live right here, y'all. I'm outside. It's up and it's up. You know what I mean? Like I'm going outside. So I did do that video or whatnot in advance or whatnot for Juneteenth because we have to teach these things, unfortunately, because sometimes it's just like it seems like some people don't get it. I can't be sure. I don't know what to really say about it, but it's just like don't speak on things you don't know. Like just sit tight and let us do it. We'll handle it. We got this. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to be disrespectful. I really don't. But I just think there's some. You know what I mean? We don't need representation from you or history lessons from you. We already know historically when it comes to our history, Black history, that there's been people that have been teaching it to us that have been lying and teaching us the false and the fake history. So we found the knowledge and the truth, and we're going to go out and bring it in the way that we do best. And so that is it, and that's all. It should not offend anybody if you understand. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into some more of this video, y'all. We will meet y'all in the chat and we'll do our little commentary in between. We'll be right back.
All of that said, like, I was literally running around, and I'm very aggressive when it comes to my kids. I'm very, 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 very aggressive. There are people who are like, how you get an appointment so fast? Because even though I'm on this waiting list, I'm still going to call you every single day and bug you. And they got tired of my ass and they gave me an appointment.
Oh, wow.
That's how I had to operate. That's how I had to work.
Advocating for your son.
It's my child.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Did I answer your question?
All right, y'all. So I did run it back a little bit. I don't know if anybody caught some of what we watched yesterday on the part one, but basically what she's talking about in the midst of this conversation is, if y'all do not know, and she spoke about it herself, is Tisha Campbell has a son that is autistic, and she's talking about having to fight through the system to be able to get doctor's appointments, proper schooling, things of that nature, right? And so this is where I took it back just a teeny bit before we get into the next part, because, I just thought this was a really, really important conversation to hear. But this is what you have to do sometimes. You have to fight tooth and nail, for your children, for the conditions and things that they may have going on, and for the equality and all of those things like that. So just a little bit of a tidbit, y'all. That's what she's speaking on. I know it's kind of right there in the middle, but I wanted to let y'all know, yeah, she's talking about how she had to fight to get appointments to get her child, looked at. And what is the word that I'm looking for, child? I cannot find the word. But before she even knew that he was autistic, it was a fight to even get a appointment at the doctor's office to get him, analyzed and all of the things like that to see if he had that. But yeah, let's keep going, y'all.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, I was just trying to understand the everyday of that, like
Yeah.
as a woman, young woman, and
Remember we had Sherry Shepherd on also.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sherry was great. Sherry we had Sherry on the show.
Yeah.
I don't know how many months ago. But I understood a lot about, some of her fears of raising
A child
and a Black child.
Yeah, a Black child.
Also, what that how challenging. She was afraid to let him out in the street. She struggled with his independence.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a small thing. We're like, oh yes, my child was on and I showed up and I worked and I was, but like that's a heavy burden for a mother to carry.
Absolutely. And I remember growing up in Newark, right, in the 70s, 80s, and one of the things my mother was really, really fearful of when my brothers, because I have three brothers by my mom and dad, when they would go out of the house and leave the house, she was deathly afraid of whatever the gang members that lived in that area, of them getting, attacked by that, or police, and just as Black men. But I have a Black child on a spectrum. And when you have a Black child that's on a spectrum, sometimes they might have tics and quirks, or they can't keep their body still. And that was one of my biggest fears, that, law enforcement they're not, back then, they weren't educated or trained in this type of diversity or what autism looks like. So his movements, or the way that he might, move his body, put his hands behind his back. When he's nervous, he puts his hands behind his back. I was afraid that they would mistake it for noncompliance, or there was a gun in his back, and behind him, or something. And so I have to think about that all the time. And so we would practice with Sin to keep his body straight, just in case he was approached by an officer I know, right?
That breaks my heart for him.
Yeah.
For any kid who, I mean, for, the fact that kids have to do that.
Absolutely.
It's heartbreaking.
The fact that a mother has to train their kid.
Yeah.
To, make sure you get a receipt and a bag when you leave. I don't care if it's a piece of gum. Get a bag and a receipt so when you walk out, nobody assumes you're stealing. Wow. Those are things that you have to teach
I never taught my son that.
But see, that's the thing. You got to teach Latino and Black kids have to know these kind of things.
Yeah.
Because people automatically assume the worst of them.
Get a receipt in that bag. Do you have a good support system, or did you then? Because now I feel like there are so many women.
I had a very limited. There was AJ, Tashina, my friend from high school, Ciara. Not a lot. The ones that I could really
rely on,
and a girl named Danielle that I met in Los Angeles.
Wow, that's small.
Very small. They were all moms. They kind of understood, but they gave me the support I needed to get me through this diagnosis. Yeah.
And
There might have been one more, but
yeah.
Holly Robinson Pete.
Yeah.
Holly Robinson Pete really helped me
Yeah.
through all of this. Yeah.
Because she's navigated those waters
She
too.
did.
Well. Yeah.
And as me,
she was
me
an
and
early
Sherry,
advocate.
she was the earliest advocate that I knew. So she was the first person I called. And then there was also Lorna Kyle, who is Cedric the Entertainer's wife. So during that time, they were all very, very supportive and kind of helped me. Holly the most, because she understood it in a different way. But you mentioned Sherry, and Sherry and I have become sisters in the autism community. And we've been sisters in, just helping one another and supporting one another and pushing one another. And we always call each other the queens of pivot.
I love a good pivot.
Yes. So.
I love a good pivot.
We do.
Where are you with love in your life now?
Oh, what? What'd you say?
Tisha, that was a very direct question.
I didn't hear you.
Where are you with love?
What, bitch?
Where do you stand with it? What does it mean to you? I'm not saying who's loving on you.
No. What does it mean to me? I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the love for myself. I'm still unpacking all of that. I know that I love people. I just don't know if I'm loved back by people. That's a really hard statement to say. Oof. Let me tell you the story. So I was doing this thing with Shirley Ralph. It was called Diva Simply Singing, right? And on the show was Brenda Russell. Remember Brenda Russell?
Of course. Piano in the Dark.
Piano in the Dark. She's a fantastic writer, and she was a well-known singer in the 80s, 90s.
Piano in the Dark was anyway,
one of my favorite writers and singers, right? But she was doing the show with me, and she also wrote "You Can Reach Me by Trailway," right? Get there if you can. And I asked her, I said, that song, I said, God, it's so beautiful.
I don't care how you get there. Just get
there if you can. I said, who are you talking about when you wrote that song? And she says, oh, yeah, that's where people get it, misconstrued, because I wasn't talking about a person. I was talking about love itself. I've never been loved in my life.
Oof.
And I did like this. And then the words started going in my head. The meaning of the words took on a whole different vernacular, a whole different meaning.
Yeah. Wow.
And she was maybe 30-something, 40 years old at the most. And I was like, you've never been loved in your life. And then now I am here in this moment, kind of more understanding her words. I have loved, and I put my whole heart into it. I not only believe in the good of man, I also believed in marriage, commitment, all of the things. And I'm still waiting to be loved properly the way that I define love. Maybe that's not fair to somebody.
Fuck that. It should be fair to you.
But I'm such a giver. I've given.
Yeah.
And I'm still waiting for that to come. I have hope.
Yeah. Well,
that somebody will love me past Gina. So I'm open.
You feel like that got in the way? Gina got in the way?
I don't think Gina itself got in the way.
Their perception of you, or
I think my perception of myself may have gotten in the way. Maybe back then I was okay with crumbs. I was okay with I don't know.
You were okay with you doing all the things.
I was okay with loving on people. Because
right.
I thought that was my job.
Yeah.
That was what my job was from him.
Yeah. I feel that so deeply.
I know. I've never had an interview like this, by the way.
Really?
No.
Oh, thank you for trusting me, and thank you for that.
I do.
I appreciate that. Thank you, honey. I know we got real, but it's real. It's because people are trying to figure it out. Everybody's walking around life fronting like they got it all together. Nobody got that shit together. Nobody got it together.
And it's interesting because I'm so much more than the characters that people have seen me play.
Yeah.
I'm much more than the smile that I wear on my face at all times. I'm
Thank
so much
God,
more than
though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm learning. I'm peeling away the onion in therapy and in my friendships and in my now relationships,
I love that.
Yeah. Well, that don't mean I don't have no situationships. I'm just saying.
Child, not the situationships. But anyway, before I get into some of my thoughts and feelings and commentary on this, I'm going to let Imani go ahead and take the lead. Girl, what did you think about this segment of the conversation they had? I think it was really deep. What did you take from that?
Well, the first thing I would say is people go over and support Angie Martinez. She does some great interviews. She does some, she meets with some great people and she has some real good conversations. Please go over, support, like, share, subscribe, as we always tell you to do. Because without people like Angie Martinez doing these interviews, we don't have content as well. However, we try to have a little discussion around this. Now, I wasn't here for yesterday. The one thing I will tell you, and this has come up with the Christian Rock situation, with other people that talk about having children that have autism. And I'll be frank with you, I have a very big family, and we have children that have Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, autism. This is not an easy road for any mother. It's hard enough to go through a pregnancy and hope that everything turns out, well. And when you have to deal with what society does not perceive as norm, but I perceive the children in my family, whether they've got Down syndrome, autism, or other issues that society does not perceive as the norm, as our beautiful children. People have to understand the difficulties that mothers have to face in the system about getting the help, about trying to get the resources that they're entitled to. So that's what the first thing that I thought, that dealing with those issues and those problems were hard for her. And then as these children grow, because these children grow and you have to allow them freedom and independence, you have to try and educate them in how to deal with a society that may not understand that they're different. It's not that they're not normal, they're just different. They just react to things differently. And what was touching to me was when she said that he holds his hands behind his back. I've been in situations, and it's funny at the time. However, it can be a problem when I've worked with a mother who had a child who had Tourette's, and all he did was say, because he loved rap and he loved NWA, was fuck the police. So she had to try and educate him and say that you can't say this when you walk down the road. And I remember she was trying to tell me, she said, why are you laughing? I said, I'm not laughing at the fact that he says fuck the police all the time. I'm laughing at the fact that the police may stop and search him And he just says, fuck the police. And they think this guy is aggressive. So I'm saying that this whole diagnosis and having to re-educate your child, it really must be difficult. And the personal challenges that and the struggles that you face trying to get the help and support and resources, and then balancing a career and being a caregiver at the same time. That is difficult with a child that doesn't have problems. So you multiply it by 10 to a child that does, it's not problems, they are different. And that's what I say about all the children in our family. They're just different. They just communicate differently. They just move differently through life. And that's what I said was really quite touching. And she gives us some sort of insight into that. And then, as well as that, thinking about your personal career, thinking about your work, thinking about your love life. Imagine having all those things to deal with. That's what I took from this part of the interview. I don't know if I went off topic, but that's what I got.
No, girl, you did absolutely fine, because a lot of the things that you were just speaking about is the same thing I got from it as well. But one of the things that, and I've had these conversations, right, with friends and family and whatnot, and this is literally people who talk to me directly or have, a understanding of what it is to raise an autistic child. It breaks my heart, but it's a light. It really does light and shine the light on the experiences. And what it also does is it lights a fire under us. When we think about how people sit in judgment of other people's real lives. So that conversation that we're just seeing, when it comes to Tisha Campbell and Angie Martinez, Tisha sat there and she spoke from the very depths of her soul about a terrifying reality, the fear of raising a Black autistic son in a society that doesn't always see his humanity or understands his innocence. That's real. That's very real. A lot of parents deal with that. It's very heavy, and it's a daily weight that so many mothers carry. And then, I heard that, Angie Martinez, who looked at her and said that has never been a fear of hers. Well, now, Angie Martinez is a mother herself. She does have a mixed or biracial Black son, but her response shows you that there is a deep disconnect that can happen even within our own communities. See, is it a privilege to not have the fear for your child's life when they step outside into this world? Because, child, let me tell you about the reality of fighting the system. When you are a parent trying to navigate healthcare, education, social systems for a child, especially if you have a child with autism, the road is incredibly difficult. But when you're a Black parent with an autistic child, the system doubles down on you. You have to fight 10 times harder just to get the proper diagnosis. You have to fight schools that want to label your child as disruptive or a behavioral problem instead of giving them the actual medical support, resources, and accommodations that they have the right to. The system weaponizes our children's differences against them, and it judges Black mothers who are trying to advocate for their children and their babies. Just because a fire isn't burning down in your house doesn't mean that the block isn't hot. We cannot invalidate a mother's terror or her struggle with a broken system just because we haven't personally walked in her shoes. When a Black mother tells you she is fighting for the neurodivergent son that she may have, don't dismiss it. You listen, you wrap your arms around her, and you stand as a shield for her and that child. And that's all I'm gonna say on that right there. And I'm gonna keep playing a little bit more of the video, and then we'll make some more commentary
until you find that love.
Hey, I ain't by myself now.
You're not opposed to a good time?
Listen, I'm too grown for this. What we doing? What we doing?
Oh my God, Tisha. I still want love for you. If that's what you want for yourself, do you want that?
I just want to know who I am completely. I want to be the best me that I could be first. I want to be able to have and work on all the baggage and unpack that before I'm super committed to someone, so they get the best part of me and I get the best part of me out of the relationship.
Heard you.
Yeah.
So good. How many times do people say damn Gina to you?
Every damn day of my life.
Because like 3 times when you were talking today, I wanted to say damn Gina. I really wanted to.
I don't mind it.
But it was so real. I didn't want, you know what I mean?
You know,
but it is my instinct. This is what I want to do.
My son calls me that every day. I told you.
He does?
Every day.
Oh my God.
He doesn't call me mommy.
Shut up.
I'm telling you, he don't call me mommy.
He calls you Gina?
He only calls me Gina. You know why? Because that daggone Nala Wayans, Keenan's daughter, was babysitting him when he was like 3 years old. Right? And I never let my kids watch my work because I just wanted them to know me for mommy. I didn't let them watch my work. I didn't put them on red carpets. I wanted them to be as far away from Hollywood as possible. Right. I did do a red carpet once because it was a Disney thing, so I could take them to a Disney movie. Yeah. But other than that, no. They weren't on the red carpet when they were little, on everything. And she was babysitting him one day. And I came home and they're streaming the Martin show. And so Zeke turns, he's 3. He goes, "Hey, Gina." And he's been calling me Gina ever since. And I be answering because I'm tired. I don't have the time. Okay? Child.
Oh my God. So they watched Martin.
The whole 5 seasons, I think.
Oh my God.
And then Nala goes, "You're welcome." And I'll kill you. Why you got this boy? So from then on, he's been calling me Gina.
Oh my God. I love that.
So I'm used to it.
All right, we have a couple. You're so good. I could talk to you all day. Okay, so our first segment is a voice note segment. Comes from one of our IRL listeners.
Okay.
It's usually a question or a comment.
Okay.
This one is for you.
So my question would be, how do I begin to start over when I've already gone through so much turmoil, so much trauma, and life as I know it is no longer the same? How do I maneuver through turning 50? Like, I feel like 50 is where I should have been at my peak, and I was headed there before everything else. So just looking, where do I go from here? How do I start over at 50?
Wow, that's a great question. So
It's feel like she was listening to our interview today.
Right, it's crazy. So
what was her name?
Lady T.
Lady T.
Okay, Lady T. So when I had to start over, I really had to
start over from what?
From like divorce. So I'm gonna back up. So I've been, like I said, I was in this business since I was 3 years old. So I went straight from a momager and then being my manager into a marriage. And when I had to start over and when I left, I had to go from ground zero, complete zero, complete nothing. And it was scary, but I kept visualizing. You know what I kept visualizing?
What?
You know how a baby, when they're first learning how to walk, they get up on their feet and they kind of teeter and they do this little wobble. Yeah. If you look at their faces, there's this excitement, this thrill. They know they're going to fall on their little pampered butts. They know they're about to fall, but they embrace the fall and then they get right back up. I think sometimes when we're adults, we forget to enjoy and embrace the fall. That everything could look like, it feels devastating, but it's more like a beautiful devastation. And I just kept saying things are going to get better. friend of mine named Danny, who was one of the people who really helped me through. She told me, she's my writing partner and co-producer at my production company. But she kept saying, change the narrative, sis. Don't be the victim. Don't tell the story over and over again. Make new stories. It's okay to start again. It's scary. It hurts. It's complicated, but it's okay to start again. You got this. And so I had to stop singing the same song over and over.
What was the song you were singing?
Just, this happened to me, that happened to me. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this because now I got, it's just, it's the same thing that goes on in your head, and I had to stop, embrace the fall and change the narrative.
Mm-hmm. What is the narrative now?
Do everything you want to do that you've ever wanted to do in your life. Put yourself first, Tisha. Put yourself first, and Angie, and everybody else will fall into place. Mm-hmm. If you're okay, then they'll be okay. But if you're not okay, how the hell you gonna get it in? Mm-hmm. So that's where I am right now.
Damn, Gina.
That was so apropos. That's great.
I felt that so deep. Okay.
Hey guys, support for this podcast is brought to you by Walden University. Have you ever thought to yourself, what if I could go after what I actually want and I could really make a difference? Well, you are not alone. And this is exactly why I want to tell you about Walden University. For over 50 years, Walden has helped working adults like you.
The end all be all for me. It never will be. My relationships are more important to me. The way I affect people is more important to me. Utilizing the gift that God gave me is more important to me. Making people forget their problems, making them cry, making them laugh, making them think, making them change their mindset is more important to me. That is what a true artist is. Mm-hmm. I'm a true artist. And this shit right here don't mean shit to me.
Heard you, sis.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not bad when you get it.
Well, there are benefits to the shit. Like, but if you have integrity and you're a good person and you still can do what you do, it's going to come.
Yeah.
You're going to get blessed by it and you're going to be able to take care of your family. But it doesn't have to be your God.
Yeah.
It never has to be your God.
You answered the shit out of that question.
Damn, we want another one.
Yeah, get another one. Get another one.
We in it now.
Let's do like baseball. Let's do three.
Okay.
Let's do
go.
3 questions before
What's
we wrap.
This one? All right. What's one thing you hope never changes about you?
All right, y'all. So we're going to pause it right there and take a quick commentary break. I'm going to let Imani lead with this one. After we're done with the commentary.
Can you lead with this? Because I'm trying to get the helplines in. Guys, I'm sticking some helplines in for autism or disabled children. Sorry, can you just lead with this? Because I'm just trying to sort out the helplines I've got. And then I will come in afterwards, if that's okay with you.
Of course. Absolutely. Thank you so much for putting those helplines in, because there are a lot of people, sorry, y'all, that may have and may be struggling or, just trying to navigate through having a autistic child, right? And whether they are at young age or they're at older age and they have to go out in the world now and be in society, there is a fear there. And so, as we have heard, Tisha Campbell was talking about her experience, but also Sherry Shepard was talking about her experience with having an autistic child as well. And like I said, yes, I've had conversations with multiple people who said, that some of the, experience that they may be living as well. And it's about how you approach it, right? And so a lot of things that she had to say when it comes to that, I thought that was really deep and really heartfelt. But then she went on to talk about a few other things as well. And I really, really appreciate this conversation because Tisha Campbell just keeps it real. She's kind of like us over here. She keeps it real. There's no shame in the game. You know what I mean? Like, what it is what it is, what it isn't is what it isn't. And she just puts that to the forefront, right? And I think that that is an important thing for us to do, right? When it comes to us talking, and engaging with one another, we have to have unbreakable unities and stuff like that. All of the things. And also, no shame. No shame. No shame in the fact that, certain things just happen for whatever reason they happen, and you have to navigate through that. There's a lot of individuals that'll put things on you. They'll say that there's certain circumstances or whatnot that you may be in, or your child may be in, and all the things like that. But even if they're true or they're not true, it's just disgusting work that I think that you would use that as something to drag or roast or humiliate somebody about. I think that that's low vibrational energy, right? Like, to pull those type of things out and use those types of things to drag and roast somebody or get the best of someone. And so as we see Tisha Campbell here sitting here talking to y'all about experiences that she has been through. And yes, she is a celebrity, a very great celebrity and big celebrity. We all know Tisha Campbell. She's been around for a very long period of time and has an excellent resume of work. And she's equally telling you, like, yo, for real, she being open and transparent about what is going on, with her children or whatever like that. But the fact is, for you and these people, like on YouTube, but then even with celebrities such as herself, it could be fans, it could be anybody, right? That can take those things and try to weaponize them against you and use those things to drag you and embarrass you and demean you. It's really nasty work, honestly, if someone actually has the ability or the time or the mindset to do that, because it's really nothing to play with. People are dealing with serious issues. You know what I mean? Like, serious issues. And not to say that everybody is, because they'll put these titles on people that are not even dealing with that. They're not even dealing with any of the things that they say. They'll just come out here and say it because they don't have nothing else that they can say about you, right? To make you look bad or to drag you down by anybody. They have to make things up. And so it's unfortunate too that we also have people that actually are really, having to navigate through that situation or whatnot. And because there's haters out here, haters will make fun of that. Haters will make commentary towards that. Haters will, say things. But she's speaking on her experience and how it is to, navigate through that. But Imani, are you ready for your commentary, or you what you
Yeah,
want to do?
no, I'm good. Yeah, I love this interview, and I would advise people, if you've not seen the first part of this Angie Martinez interview, please go and watch it and go and watch some of her other stuff, and please go and subscribe to the channel. Thing is, we talked earlier on about balancing her career and caregiving, and obviously fears surrounding her son on the autism spectrum, which, there's so many things that you have to think about, that people, just bringing up a child is difficult, but the additional stuff that she's had to think about. And one thing she did mention is the importance of your community and your support and asking for help. And also, she talked about that community support was finding other mothers struggling with similar experiences. It's really important. A lot of us don't ask for help. A lot of us try and think we have to struggle through on our own, and we don't realize people are going through the same crap that we are. And then she comes back to talk about herself, because one thing that happens when you're a caregiver is you forget that you need to nurture yourself. And she's talking about her love life and self-worth and starting over again, being divorced at a mature age. And so what she went into was really what we talked about this actually when we did the Roland Martin Inyala Van Sant interview. And if you haven't seen that, I would go back and watch it, because it's the same themes coming in again and again. Loving others deeply while neglecting yourself, accepting crumbs instead of receiving full love. She talks a bit about therapy and talks about her identity was beyond the character of Gina, although I did love her as Gina, by the way. Um, and she talks about situationships versus meaningful relationships. This is another one of those interviews that you think is going to go one way, but it goes into so many different aspects of being human, living life, being a woman, being a mother, being a working mother, being a mother of a child that has what society perceives as difficulties, but what you just perceive is the normality of your child. And, she talks about wanting the best for herself before making a serious commitment. And she's given some good advice for starting over when you're more mature. To be honest, I'm thankful that I don't have to start over, but you can never predict what's going to happen. But I did have a meeting with a few of my friends who have done some internet dating. And to be honest with you, some of these internet dates are like the outtakes of these celebrity shows or these talent shows, because some of the stories of what's happened on these dates are hilarious. But yeah, she talks about embracing your failure. And I don't call it a failure, it's just a relationship that didn't work out. It's a part of your growth. And thinking that there are possibilities out there. I thought this is another great interview. And if you haven't heard the first part, please go and listen to it. That's what I took from what she was saying. And I thought it's a really great interview, Golden. And that's what I got. I don't know if you got anything to add to that.
I think it's a really excellent interview as well, and a conversation as well, because you'd be surprised how many people may actually be going through these type of, navigations in life when it comes to, yeah, you may have a child that happens to be autistic and it's not your fault, right? That's one of the biggest things that we want to make sure is that, a lot of parents and whatnot, especially the mothers, they often think that it's always their fault, that they did something wrong or whatnot for the child to turn out that way. And we have found now medically and scientifically that it is not always your fault. It just happens, right? So, basically what she was saying is that, as a mother with a child with autism, you always on high alert. You're always thinking 10 steps ahead to protect them from a world that doesn't understand their heart. Today, there's a thriving college student who has exceeded so many of those early limited medical predictions. But Tisha has always remained grounded in hard work that it took her to get there. So basically, she wanted the best of the best for her son. She wanted to find if there are any specialists out here that know about autism or anything like that, that's where we're going to go and that's what we're going to do. And I understand for some who have the money and maybe, the prestige to be able to do that, then that's a blessing and that's great. But we know some people, just as regular, everyday, smegular folks may not be able to do that. But I do believe that, yeah, that's great. If you have the ability to do that for your child, you do anything for your child and you want the best of the interest for them. And that's literally all I have to say on that. let's go ahead and take a quick song break. After the song break, we'll come back. And what do you think? Should we play some more of this, Imani, or should we just move forward to the Ciara and the Russell Wilson portion?
I'm happy with whatever you decide. I don't know how much more we got of this interview.
Well, we've already been on here for 2 hours, and the rest of this interview is about not too much longer, honestly, for real. It's only about maybe like another 15 minutes. So you want to just finish it off?
Yeah, how long we got?
The interview is only another 15 minutes and then it's over.
Let's finish it off. Let's finish it off today. I think it's a great interview.
You want to just go ahead and finish it off?
I think Brick City's comment has accidentally been deleted. It's not intentional, Brick City. Sorry.
Oh, you do. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, it's just an accident, Brick City. No one.
Oh, I see
it was
it.
an
Okay,
accidental.
all right.
Yeah, it was an accidental deletion, Brick City. Sorry about that.
Was it some trolls in the chat? Because sometimes when I'm doing the patrol,
there's no troll in the chat. I think we accidentally deleted 1-800 Brick City's comment about Tisha knowing Pam since grade school. It wasn't a horrible comment. It was just you accidentally deleted Brick City. Sorry about that.
I don't see it deleted. It's still up there. I put it on the screen. It didn't get deleted.
No. In the chat, it's showing as a timed out comment. That's what I was saying. Don't worry. Or maybe I'm seeing something I shouldn't be.
Timed out. Okay, I don't know. I can't be sure, but I know I didn't time it out.
Yeah. But just to let you know, Brick City, that was an accident if you are timed out.
Okay. All right, let's go ahead and take a quick song break and we'll come back. We'll finish off this live and then we'll listen to a little bit more conversation with Ciara and Russell Wilson over on Keke Palmer's platform. So let's go ahead and pause it. We'll be right back, y'all.
That got people forgetting folks are human. That part. Every laugh ain't harmless. Every post ain't just jokes. Some people smiling online, crying in real life. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Why you tearing people down for fun? Why? You don't know what they carry when the camera done. Broken souls throw stones and hide their hands. Cowards in comment sections playing God again. Karma don't miss. And healing's still possible too. So either spread love or watch life humble you. Yeah. YouTube streets messy, everybody got a target. Creators throwing dirt like hate became a market. Mocking people daily, that spirit look haunted. Tell me who raised y'all, this behavior garbage. Laughing at depression, exposing folks' trauma. Then next shock when tragedy follow behind you. The evil energy, boomerang proper. Come on, pull up silent like a midnight robber. And honestly, do you watch my live? I talk truth, pain, growth, tears, real vibes. Not everybody built for the games online. Some folks want insult from losing their mind. That's facts, no cap. Y'all did the humiliation. Every live stream feel like public execution. Views over souls, cloud over humans. Then wonder why the whole world mentally ruined. Somebody mama crying at night. Somebody daughter hurt inside. Somebody praying not to give up while bullets screenshot pain for life. Shame on you, shame. You need healing too. Only damaged people wake up daily, trying to damage others too. Enough is enough. Why you tearing people down for fun? Tearing them down. You don't know what they fighting when the live stream done. Baby, no. Keyboard killers acting tough online. Whole time spiritually broken inside. Karma don't miss, no. Karma don't skip souls either. Every hateful seed gon' meet the reaper. So to the hurt and bully people, listen close. You matter more than these demons online. These chicks bitter, these dudes weird. Obsessed every day, like why you still here? Refreshing my page while pretending you don't care. Whole personality built off hate and fear. Talk slick online, real life timid. Broken inside, everybody can't feel it. Projecting they wounds while the comments all cheering. That ain't straight, baby, that sickness concealed. And I said what I said. Yeah, some of these creators need therapy bad. Not another live stream drag. Not another fake outrage cash grab scam. Y'all bully for a living, that's sad. Spirit look bankrupt, dusty and mad. And the people encouraging it just is trash. Laugh now, karma got a long memory past. Lord, cover the wounded, cover the lonely heart, cover the lonely heart, cover the people crying silently in dark rooms. Teach us compassion again. Teach this world mercy again. Because words cut deep, so deep. And some people never recover. To everybody bullied online, you are not weak because you hurt. You are not crazy because you feel pain. And don't let these empty souls convince you your life got no value. The loudest bullies usually fighting demons they never healed from. That ain't an excuse, but it's the truth. And to the bullies, get help, seriously. This obsession will tear his strangers apart every day. That ain't normal. Enough is enough. We need love more than ever now. More than ever. Too many souls out here barely hanging on somehow. No more glorifying painful views. No more clowning her forever new. No more mob attacks for entertainment. That darkness got consequences too. Karma don't miss. Karma don't miss. And healing's still possible too. So either spread love or watch life humble you. Enough is enough. Spread love before it's too late. Yeah, before it's too late.
All right, y'all. So thanks for rocking with us with that quick little song break. Let's get back into the video, y'all, and then we'll be back for a quick commentary after that.
How loud I am.
I know, I like it too.
I'm really loud, but it's actually part of the mask. I do enjoy it, but it has been a survival technique, actually. So I'm actually a very shy person, believe it or not.
Okay.
Nobody would believe that.
I would never believe it.
Nobody would
but
believe
I also
that.
would believe it.
Yeah, I'm actually quite shy, and I hide it with jokes and loudness. And it has always been a strategic move.
And it worked. And it's the problem is that it's effective.
It's so effective.
It worked, and you're so good at it.
Yes, I'm so loud.
You demand attention. And then when you get the people's attention, you deliver. You're funny. You have meaningful things to offer and say.
It's the reason why I'm here. Like being able to do interviews like this, which is, like I said, I don't think that I've ever had an interview like this in depth, this just what's the word? I'm trying to find the word.
Thank you. I feel you.
You know what I'm saying.
I think it's just honest
and inviting. And I don't feel like I have to put up a guard with you.
Thank you.
You're very good at what you do.
Thank you, sis.
So I'm able to say things that most people have never heard me say before. What was the fucking question? Oh, the loudness. So I love being that I was able to be strategic with how loud I truly am.
Yeah.
Not. Because I'm actually quite shy. Like I said.
I could see that though. But it has worked for you. But you're so self-aware now that you know that it's a tool.
I know it's a tool.
It's a tool in your toolbox. Yeah.
And plus, when I was 11 and 12, when I met Tashina, well, I say 11 and 12. Tashina was 11, I was 12. She likes for me to tell people that because she wants everybody to know she's younger than me. So when I first met her on an audition, and she was like, "Ugh, you're so shy. Why are you so shy? Speak up for yourself. I hate shy people." Ugh. So she forced me out of my shyness.
What a blessing.
It was.
Yeah.
And then she would take me all around all the gays in the 70s. And honey, they would crack on you, honey. They would let your ass have it. So you had to get thick skin. So she was actually the blessing that helped me navigate the life.
Yeah. How amazing it is to have a friend that long. You were how old when
11
you guys?
and 12.
11 and 12.
Yep.
My best friend, we've been friends since we're 8 years old. So I know the benefit of that. Somebody that has seen you through all the seasons.
Knows you like we finish each other's sentences.
Yeah. Remembers things that you don't even remember.
I do not play about Tashina Arnold. That's one thing I do not play about. I don't play about her. I do not play about Tashina Arnold. That's my girl. That's my friend. That's my sister.
Yeah.
And as protective as I am of her, she's just as protective of me.
Oh my God, what a blessing that the two of you had each other.
Yeah. Especially in this business, because we were able to survive this business and not get caught up. We'll wait. We're going to wait for this bullshit.
Right.
I mean, they went crazy on you.
They go crazy.
They want you to get louder.
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, you want to be loud? We're going to be loud.
Think y'all can't. Okay. Sirens. They're gone. But I was saying that I do not play about.
Could you imagine being famous, having that level of success?
Yeah.
The success that Martin had, that show in the 90s, and what fame does to young people and Hollywood. The fact that you were able to navigate those waters
with my friends,
with your friends.
It was like a bubble around us.
Yeah.
Our friendship was a bubble and we helped each other survive through it. We helped each other navigate around it.
You probably kept each other in check.
The thing about the two of us is we tell each other the truth. We don't have the yes men around us. We don't want it. That doesn't keep you honest. And we hold each other accountable and keep each other honest. And we do it with so much laughter. She is how I get through life. She helps me laugh at everything.
What a blessing.
Yeah, she'll be like, put an H on your shirt, bitch, and handle it. Like, put the H on your shirt, bitch, and handle it. Okay? That's Tashina Arnold.
I love that.
Yeah, I love her.
My final IRL question I like to ask everybody on the show. Do we have anything else before I do it? Final question?
You're good.
I like to ask everybody this question.
Okay.
My final question. My final question, Tashina.
Yes.
You were so wonderful today, by the way.
Thank you.
This is a question in the bowl. If God were to text you today, right now, what would it say?
I don't know. I don't know what God would say to me. And y'all know what God would say to me.
Stop being so loud.
That's what he said. Stop being so loud. I know your tricks. That's what he would say.
You know, if God texted you stop being so loud, you would know exactly what he means.
He really means, I know what you're doing, sis. I know what you're doing, daughter. You're hiding. So stop being so loud. I'm never going to stop being so loud, Lord. I'm sorry. I think Lord, I'm sorry. I don't know if I could do it. It's very hard for me. It's a survival technique, Lord.
He made you. He knows you. It's okay. Tashina,
Tisha
Arnold.
I'm the other one.
By the way, Tashina Arnold, by the way, we need her next because I need the flip side of this. I need the flip side of this story of this duo.
Yeah.
My goal one day would be to have the two of you in the chair together.
You're going to very soon. I can't say why.
Project happening. We'll get both. That would be amazing. I just want to make sure there was nothing else here. I think so. That was amazing. You are brilliant.
No, you got to understand, Angie. It's you.
Oh,
you create a safe space for people to speak.
Thank you.
Because we're always so guarded.
Mm-hmm.
But the way that you handle your guests,
thank you.
It's so comforting. So we don't mind saying things that nobody has ever heard before.
Thank you for that,
Thank
baby.
you, baby. Tisha Campbell in real life too.
In real life. Yo, that was beautiful.
This is Tisha Campbell in real life.
All right, y'all. So we made it to the end of that video. Woo-hoo. We did it in 2 parts, y'all. And what an excellent conversation, right? Between 2 brilliant, beautiful, amazing women. I am a fan of both. I love Angie Martinez and I love me some Tisha Campbell, for real, for real, for real. And I love the conversation that they were having. It's so vulnerable. And one of the things that she said at the end, just to give props to the platform, and I think that's what's really important when it comes to having and holding a platform, whether you're doing a podcast or, whatever it is, to make it a comfortable space for people to come in and feel like they can be themselves. They can let their head down. They can be real and they can open up. And I think that's an excellent way, to really put a foundation down when it comes to your platform. Boy, I'm going to go ahead and let Imani take over. Girl, let me know what you think about this ending segment of the live before we get into, we're going to play just a little bit of Ciara and Russell's conversation, y'all.
Right.
Because we know y'all here for a long time. So we'll get into that in a bit.
Don't say you're going to let me take over because, oh my God, they're going to start saying again that I'm controlling your platform. Ooh. Listen, this is a beautiful interview. I'm gonna keep saying go support Angie Martinez, go and see the full interview if you haven't seen it. And I really just want to say a big shout to you, Golden, for finding some of these rare, they're not rare interviews, but they're not interviews that a lot of people promote. And thank you for finding some of these this content that we can talk about. Thing is, this is just going back to all the themes we've been talking about since we did the Roland and Inyala interview. It's talking about your purpose. She says money is not her god. Also that relationships and impact matter more than wealth. And, you should think of your art as a calling rather than your paycheck. She talks about the role humor played in her survival, the importance of authenticity, letting go of trying to be perfect, living fully in the next chapter of your life when you've had changes such as divorce, and continue to evolve and grow. And these are all things that we heard from Maya, we heard from Inyana, we've heard in a lot of the interviews that we have featured lately. And so this was like another masterclass in talking about healing, resilience, reinvention, and self-discovery. And for decades, we all just saw her. I can say so myself sometimes. We all see people as their character in the show that we love. And we see the smile and we see the laughter, and we don't think there's anything behind it. But what we saw today is the woman who's behind that character. The things, that she was going through. That many of us wear masks for years, and we become whoever anybody needs us to be. the strong one, the helper, the fixer, the provider, the caregiver, and somewhere along the line we just forget ourselves. She talked openly about depression, people pleasing, carrying everybody's problem, carrying the weight of everyone else, and many of us can resonate with that feeling. Some of us are the energy that creates that feeling, but that's another story. And she talks about pouring so much into the others that she didn't pour anything into herself. So I think this message, this interview will resonate with a lot of men and women out there. Because when we're talking about caregivers, it's not only women that are caregivers, there are men that are caregivers as well. And there are many people that spent their time putting themselves last. Another thing that came up is something else we talked about was boundaries, putting up boundaries. Not everybody has to have unlimited access to your energy. Not every family member deserves to know everything about your life. You know, protecting your peace is not selfish, it's necessary. And then there's the story about a mother raising a son with autism. I'm sorry, I'm rambling because there's so much. Once again, there's so much in this interview that if you go back and look at it, there is so much in this interview. And she talks about love. She talks about the love of her son. She talks about the fear she had. She talks about the advocacy, about trying to get the help that she needs. And one of the biggest takeaways that I found in this, it's never too late to reinvent yourself. So, you know, it doesn't end when you get divorced. Your life doesn't end when you get heartbreak. It doesn't even end when you have failure. You can start again. You can change the narrative. You can stop telling the story of what happened to you or what you did and start writing a story about where you're going. And that's what I felt, that there was so much in this interview. I could go on for another 20 minutes, but I've taken up too much of your time. But it was a really great interview.
You never take up too much of my time, girl. Stop that. Stop that. Stop that. But anyway, I do absolutely agree with you, right? As far as the bulk of this interview and how powerful it was. And I do have a few notes that I write down about it. Okay. So Tisha Campbell's journey is one of the most powerful blueprints for what it means to reclaim your sovereignty. When you look at her life, you aren't just seeing a Hollywood story. You are seeing a woman who had to dismantle the person she thought the world wanted her to be, just to survive and thrive as the woman she actually is. Here's a few perspectives on that journey, right? So remember, y'all, she was talking about this heavy corset of mask, wearing this mask. So for years, Tisha was performing, not just on set, but in her real, actual everyday life. When you are a child star and a public figure, you learn to wear a mask early on to protect yourself, to be on for the fans, to be strong for your family, and to be the problem solver for everyone around you. But the danger of wearing a mask for too long is that you eventually forget what your own face looks like. Tisha has been transparent about the fact that she lost herself in that process. She became so accustomed to fixing things for others and playing the role of the strong Black woman that she left no room for Tisha, the individual. That is heavy, isolating place to be. And I know a lot of people have probably been in that place and maybe in that place right now. You become so of a hollow version of yourself, doing the work, raising the child, and surviving the day, but the feeling completely disconnected from your own joy and purpose. So what was the turning point? A lot of times it takes for you to look in the mirror. The moment Tisha began to shed that mask, to be honest about her health, her marriage, her struggles with her son, and her own identity, was when she truly started to live. The teaching here is simple but profound. You cannot advocate for the truth if you are living a lie. When she was fighting for her son Zen, she was fighting a system that didn't want to see him, but she realized she couldn't effectively fight for him if she wasn't also fighting for herself. She learned that her son's autism was not something to hide or be ashamed of. And it is the same way with her own vulnerability that was seen to be a weakness. It was her greatest asset. And so here's some positive takeaways, y'all. Authenticity is a form of self-defense. When you take off the mask, you stop attracting people who only want the version of you that serves them. You start attracting people who love you and the real you. You don't have to do it all alone. Tisha's journey taught us that reaching out for help isn't a failure. It's a requirement. Trying to hold up the world in your own shoulders will only break your back. And forgiveness starts with you. The hardest persons to forgive is often yourself for the time you lost while wearing that mask. Tisha shows us that it's never too late to start over, to speak your truth, and to define your own terms. The most radical thing you can do in this society is to be unapologetically, honestly you. When you stop performing for the world, you finally have the energy to build your own legacy. And so moving forward, Tisha's story is a call to action for us to stop shrinking ourselves to fit into someone else's box. Just as she fought for her son's right to be his authentic self, she's now fighting for her own. Encouragement. Are you holding on to a mask that no longer fits? Because the world doesn't need another performance. It needs your truth. It needs your voice, your honesty, and your unmasked, beautiful spirit. This is where the true unity, true power, and true peace comes from. And that's all I have to say on the conclusions of that. Do you have any things to add to that, Imani?
No, once again, I'm the bread, you're the filling.
I love when you say that, girl. I love when you say that. You know, I'll be making my talking points and stuff because, you know, I pull from the thoughts and the feelings and the emotions. And, you know, I just put them together so I can read it and present it in a professional way. And so that's it. But it is really what I know to be true when I take away from a lot of, you know, the interviews that I watch and the conversations that I see some of these artists and people having. And that's the thing about celebrities, they're human as well. We're all human. Whether you're a celebrity, a content creator, a supporter, we all are human at the core. You know what I mean? So it makes no difference, right? Whatever title we may have, all of the basic needs and necessities and things that we may go through and face are the same. But what would you like to do? You want to go ahead and take a song break before we get into Ciara and Russell, or you want to just pop right into it?
It's entirely up to you. And like I said, if anybody thinks that I dictate what Golden says, they don't know Golden. Golden does as Golden wants. Yeah. This is Golden's platform. I'm here as a co-host, whether you like it or not. And this is what we produce from the content. And remember that content that we like to watch and talk about. And unfortunately for you that are criticizing and saying that I'm dictating what goes on this platform, it's because you have nothing to talk about. But we can help you. We can send in a production team to help you with your toxic mess and chaos because we can do anything. We can turn our hand to anything we want to. But thank you, Golden, for that. We should probably just take a song break and carry on with the content.
We absolutely can help you. And, you know, every time we say that and we see that, people are struggling for attention or whatever it is it may be. Every now and then we may just go ahead and throw them a bone. So, let's go ahead and take a quick song break, y'all, and we will be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. This internet different. People losing peace, losing sleep, losing themselves. And some folks turn pain into content. Sad little game. Fetch, throw 'em a bone, now the whole pack's stirring. Whole chat room alive, all the timelines turning. Throw 'em a bone, now they swear they bold. Till them legal letters make the whole vibe cold. Shame, shame, shame. What a gang, gang, gang. Everybody hungry for a quick little flame. Selling up they soul, just to mention a name. Look at them, yeah. I toss one crumb and the circus awake. Same folks lurking every move I make. Views look tight so they reach for a bait. Then disguise obsession as commentate. Funny, y'all don't care who pushed to the brink. Long as outrage trend and the numbers still blink. People taking losses left, right every week. But compassion disappear when attention peak. That's pitiful. Whole panels gossiping night to night. Ring lights glow, but the spirit ain't right. Everybody loud till reality bite. Then suddenly everybody wanna talk healing online. Too late for the speeches. Let me hand you a mirror. Take a look real clear. Eyes tied so warm, still chasing applause from strangers every year. That's Brooks. See, I go toe to toe, I ain't scared to smoke. But the law moves smoother than the loudest joke. That's the part these clowns don't really know why they stream emotions. Paperwork, bro, I kept warning, kept giving grace. Kept letting things slide just in case. Now, pressure different. Everybody brave till accountability knocked. The screenshots lined up and the channel stopped. Now the same folks whispering, let's all heal. After years trying to spin pain into reels. Amazing. Internet courage fade real fast. When attorneys start organizing the past. Now every live stream will be tense and mad. Like, maybe we should chill. Yeah, imagine that. Throw 'em a bone, now the whole pack's stirring. Whole chat room alive, all the timelines turning. Throw 'em a bone, now they swear they bold. Till them legal letters make the whole vibe cold. Shame, shame, shame. What a gang, gang, gang. Everybody hungry for a quick little flame. Selling out they soul, just to mention a name. This platform ruthless, let's call it exact. People break down publicly, folks talk it off that. Then act confused when the energy crack. Like humanity vanished behind clicks and stats. That's the sickness. And honestly, the saddest part ain't even the hate. It's the emptiness. The need to wake up every day, hoping somebody else fall apart publicly. So your own life feel louder for a minute. Couldn't be me, I build your hover. Big difference. This internet got folks spiritually starving. And every now and then I throw 'em a bone just to watch you come running. Every single time. Same clowns. Fetch.
All right, y'all. Thanks for rocking with us with that quick little song break. So now we're going to get into a little tad bit more of this excellent conversation with Ciara Russell Wilson over on Keke Palmer's podcast and platform. Now, this one, y'all, we don't have much longer for this video either. So we're going to play it to the very end. But they're having an excellent conversation about, relationships and talking about their relationship as well. And how they, remain to be the ultimate modern example of a prayer answered and standards maintained. This panel and the conversation they having breaks down their lasting marriage and how it is built on mutual respect, explicit spiritual alignment, and protecting the peace of their family unit above public opinion. Turning the lens towards Keke Palmer, they do have a, heart-to-heart conversation with her. And right now, she's navigating her own journey of healing, being slightly a single mother and reclamation. The host delivers a masterclass on the Ciara Blueprint, the explicit advice for Keke and women everywhere is to uncompromisingly elevate their standards, heal from old relationship patterns, and refuse to give access to anyone who cannot protect or provide for their peace. So before we get into this, Imani, do you have a few things to say before we go ahead and play the video?
No, we can just go ahead and play the video. I'll comment afterwards. How much have we got left?
So for this video, we don't actually have much more left, to be quite honest. It's about another, let's say 25 minutes. I mean, if that's long to you or not. But yeah, it's not that long to me. Do you have time?
Yeah, I have time. We can just split it into 2 parts and do some commentary. That's fine. That's great.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go ahead and get right into it. And then halfway through, we'll stop for commentary. Let's get it.
Is a muscle, so like
Okay.
we have to train it, and I think we all struggle. We all have highs, lows, this, that. I'll have great days, some bad days, some, we're all, there's 8.5 billion people in the world. We all have a brain. So how do we process and how do we use it? And so a big piece of it is that we're all going to face struggles. And a big point, I think the biggest thing where the devil tries to trick us is that we can't improve it.
Right.
And that's our own internal dialogue. That's not really us. That's not really us. That's just this backwards, thought back here, somebody on our shoulders, like,
Yes.
you can't fix that. You can't
Get
do
out,
that.
Jiminy
You can't.
Cricket.
And I think the biggest thing is talking to them, talking to that shoulder that's like negative, and be like, no, that's not me. Like you just said, like, that's not who I am. That's not who I'm going to be. And you know what? It may have been you, right? Like part of it may have been you.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean I'm not going to be that next. And so y'all need to start out, you need to do your idea on why not her. Ciara's got a huge idea around why not her conference, this and that. Y'all need to.
Girl, I'm down for the conference.
Listen, I'm just saying. Why not her?
Girl,
I'm just saying, but
it's
speaking to life.
We done said
I
it.
love that.
We
Right
done
here.
said it.
Right here.
So
y'all.
it's happening because anything that involves pushing us forward. And that's why I say what I love what you guys do. You're talking about partnership, your brand, who you are as people, but who you're being as a couple.
Yeah.
Like I want to, those are the things that matter to me. You know what I'm saying? Also, congratulations. You spoke about 3 Brand, but I also want to talk about you're the co-founder of Frosh.
Yeah.
Which is the new family drink that has protein in it. Girl, you know the protein we're dying for right now.
Yes. So we are, and our kids. So I have this actually in my bag right here.
Oh,
fresh out the.
What's been so cool about it too is we've been focused on
Frosh.
Come on, Frosh.
Yeah.
so good.
About to get us to the baby. I'm gonna drink this one though.
Yeah, no, this is really good. So we have Frosh. It's the first ever kids protein juice in a box. Okay.
Oh my god.
So us mom, we want our kids to get the protein, and unfortunately, kids be fighting. They don't want to eat that chicken.
They don't.
They don't
really
want to eat that steak. They don't want to eat that meat. Isn't it good?
Oh, it tastes really
Tropic
good.
Blast.
Is it like apple juice?
This is Tropic Blast that you're drinking right now. It's so good, right?
This is delicious, guys.
Yeah.
How much protein does up in here?
So you have 5 grams of protein.
But
and
those
7
kids, they
total
be
grams
drinking
of
2.
sugar.
They be drinking 2
I'm
of
about to
those
say
bottles
it's not
quick.
it's not added sugar.
You got
That's
low
good.
sugar as well. Yep, all natural.
Delicious, guys.
And so
This is good.
no, it's exciting because us moms and dads,
Very good.
you know, we need our kids to like get that protein consumption, and we want that, but the kids want the taste. So you get the best of both worlds in Frosh, and we'll be in all Target doors in May.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
But I love that. I love all the intentionality behind everything you guys do, from Why Not You to Frosh to 3 Brand, the intentional health, mind, lifestyle.
Yeah,
That's the vibe.
I think our big thing is just focus on the youth, and really, the family aspect of it. Like I think Ciara with Frosh, because I thought it was a genius idea. I'm like, that's a great idea.
He was always singing about kids need protein in their drinks, and
That's
kids
that
are trying to
athlete.
grab ours.
Because
but
the
he's
kids
always
play
thinking
game
that
and
way.
they need protein right away. That's what us athletes do.
Yeah.
Why don't kids have it, right?
Yeah.
And so Frosh and her great partners and all that,
tastes
and
good.
Very good.
she's been crushing this. So I think it's gonna be massive, really cool, fun for the kids. But then also too, we've done 3 brands you talked about earlier, our apparel line, Mind, Body, Soul. It's been really amazing. We kind of Started from scratch, hand drew the logo.
Well, y'all know, call baby Leo.
Yeah,
model
we got clothes for you.
He's available.
Yeah,
He's available.
Yeah, come on now, say less.
For the Wilson
we
family.
making deals on Keke Palmer.
Yeah, for sure.
It got it going.
I know I gotta let you guys go soon, but this is like probably the most important piece of the interview. What I'm about to ask right now.
Okay.
I heard y'all are good at matchmaking.
Oh.
You know, two of the people y'all done matchmake, they already walking down.
I think we 4 for 4.
So, you know, I just came, you know, want to make sure I asked before we got to the game.
Well, let me ask you
Who
this.
y'all see for me?
Let me ask you. I got a couple questions for
Russell
you.
ready. He already thinking about somebody.
So I got some ideas, but I need to know a few things. First of all, what are you looking for?
I'm looking for, first of all, faith.
Hold on now. We on this, baby. This is Keke Palmer now. So you fellas out there, you gotta listen. I said listen. That's the key part. Listen.
You know,
all right. So say this again.
Let me kick it off. You know, listen.
Everybody
tuned in right now to the Keke Palmer show. It's your girl C, your boy Russ. We with our girl Keke. You know, and we Keke in, but we serious right now because we want our girl to have the love that she deserves. So Keke, talk to him. Hey, baby boys.
Baby boy.
Baby boy.
He said, hey, baby boy.
Hey, grown kings.
Yeah, there you go. Tell them what you need.
I'm looking for a God-fearing man.
Okay.
Somebody that really loves God in the way that they treat their friends, their family, the people they work with. They actually know him embodied. Okay. I'm looking for.
Well, that's one thing.
Okay.
Boom. Big thing. It's the most important thing.
I'm looking for somebody that knows where they want to go. They're clear on their path.
Clear.
Yes, ma'am.
They're
Clarity.
absolutely having clarity about where they want to go and who they want to be.
Okay.
Somebody with a good sense of humor.
Yes, because you
Not too
got to.
serious. Girl.
If you're gonna be with Keke, you got to laugh. But this girl gonna make you laugh. Okay. I love that.
Somebody.
Y'all just call me over because I want to laugh all day. I
Girl,
love
we need to be
laughing.
laughing
Call
with
us.
y'all.
You know what I'm
okay?
saying? Come on over. Okay.
Drinking some frosh.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
I need a man. So I said those three.
Okay.
It needs to be a man that is cool with me being me. That doesn't mean not respecting and honoring him, but just having my own world, you know, being able to do my own stuff, you know, show
independent.
Independent,
Yes,
you know what I mean?
respect your independence.
Independent.
Yeah.
That's why I love her. Okay, and then the last thing I'll say is
Okay, yeah.
because that's 5. I'm gonna do 5, right?
Yeah.
You got 5. Yeah, you got
So
that was 4.
That was
Yep,
4. So the
yep.
last one is the last one is
What you about to say?
he loved my son.
Ooh,
Yes, we love that.
I love my son. Gotta honor my son. Gotta see it for my
How
son.
old is your son?
3.
3.
So
Yeah.
good.
Leo.
That's a good number.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's so, guys, and y'all talk about the attitude. My son is just like how you said Win be. That's how Leo
Turns.
be. Ready to, mama, go to your room.
Oh,
Who you? Go to, and I be going though. So
no.
I'm
See,
I gotta get it in
we
line.
got it. Yeah, no, we need to connect
just
on
he's
that
too
too.
cute.
Yeah, we got to connect on that too.
So just
But
keep
that's
that in
great.
mind, guys. Those 5.
We love
I
that.
love those 5 things.
I love that. So you're manifesting right now. That's what you're doing. I'm telling you, because you're putting it into the universe. When you start to speak life into those things,
I feel it.
fast forward to
Michael B.
come
Jordan.
back.
I feel it too.
We're gonna see you in just a little bit. What'd you say, baby?
I said I feel
Michael B.
it too.
Jordan.
Right? So we're gonna come back, and this is gonna be. Oh, you know what? Oh, y'all keep that in the edit right there. Okay, don't take that out.
Oh my gosh, I'm so crazy, guys. Okay, wait, I have to hand you this. We're getting this. This is the last thing, and I'm letting you guys go.
All right.
We're gonna play a fun little newlywed game. I always play
Okay.
games with my guests, and this one
I
was
love
fun.
games.
We
We love
newlyweds or
games.
we old heads?
Right, you guys
We
are
newly.
only
Oh,
weds.
but wait, you know what today is? This is the day.
Day that you guys had your first date.
Yes, it is the day we met each other in
Yes,
person.
Awesome.
In person.
met each
How
other.
you know that? Did we?
Did my research.
Wow, I love
July
that.
6th, 10 years.
July 6th.
Yeah, you bet.
She know.
You come on now, Keke. Somebody out here doing her job.
Okay, don't play.
Come on.
When you have royalty in the room, you got to come correct.
Oh,
Okay. Correct. So this is called What's the Truth?
Okay.
Obviously, you guys know the concept. I'm going to ask a
I
question.
can see her card.
You write it down.
I
She
see it.
can't show you. No
Okay.
cheating. And you'll turn it around and you'll reveal if you guys have the same answer. Okay.
Okay.
So
This is quick answers. Boom.
quick answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Boom.
Okay.
All right. What's your favorite vacation spot?
That we've ever been that go together.
Yep. Y'all's favorite vacation spot together.
Oh, Hicks.
All Hicks is funny. Okay.
I think this is right.
3. You done?
Revealing it.
Okay. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1.
Same bar.
Oh, Y'all is rich, by the way.
Hey,
St. Bart's.
Okay, perfect.
Fabulous.
All right, erase, right?
Okay, erase. Next one.
Let's go.
Which of your kids is most like Russ?
Oh.
3, 2, 1.
Win.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Which of your
Fitting
kids
image.
is most like Ciara?
Oh.
Y'all already knew. Sienna.
How'd you gonna say it?
Yeah, Sienna Princess.
Let's see, mama.
Okay. What is the best gift your spouse has ever given you? Let's do.
Oh.
This is hard, right? Because it's like maybe the best gift you've ever given Russ. Let's do that.
Oh, okay.
Wait, so I'm writing down the best gift she's ever given me?
Yes, and you're writing down the best
gosh.
gift that you think he had from you when you're
Oh,
done.
wait, hold on. Okay. He gonna say something different, I bet. But
3, 2, 1.
4 amazing.
I knew he was gonna say something sweet.
Oh, the amazing
What'd you put?
kiddos. I mean, that is a tough
AP
gift.
watch. Yeah, I'm not that materialistic.
No, but it's nice.
I do love that watch though.
Babe, that watch. I went through the
I watched
hoops to get
all.
that watch.
You guys are
AP.
so cute.
AP,
I
send it to
did
me.
it.
AP,
Oh,
send it to me.
This would be the funnest. This would be the fun thing.
I was gonna put the babies. I swear, he's gonna say something different, but I was thinking that he really.
I mean, the 4 amazing kids
Next
is
question,
priceless.
Keke.
Next question is, what's the sexiest thing about your partner? So
Ooh.
let's
Like-
do what's the sexiest thing about Russ. You'll write that, and then
Okay.
you'll also write what the sexiest
I'm
thing
writing
Is
down
it
the sex things about
The
myself.
physical.
that she thinks.
Well-
So you're gonna write what she thinks is the sexiest thing about you. You're gonna
Okay.
write what he thinks
Is
is
this
the sexiest
physically
thing.
Is
or
it the
just-
physical part, or is it like
Oh, she
no?
means-
Because
Whatever
like for
you think it
example,
is. Do you think it's the, you know, maybe you think it's
How
his
about,
attitude?
how about one thing?
Because there's a
one
part
thing
that I
physical,
love-
One thing not.
okay, so let's do
that
the
thing is
physical.
about to be written all down.
No. Facts.
What you want to do? You tell me.
What you think is
Okay.
sexiest about
Don't
him
write
and
the-
what you
don't
think he's
write
gonna
that
say
one
about
thing.
you.
Well, okay, the sexiest feature. What you say, Keke?
I'm laughing at him talking about don't write that one thing.
Stop, babe. All the things. No, but what we can do is when we say like the part.
Why did it get so hot? Like what the
No, because I was just thinking about like his sexiest like physical feature, which is there's quite a bit of things there. So
And then I'm gonna write about you.
thank you. Think about me. Is
No, what
I think about
about
you.
me, yes.
Okay.
guys?
Thanks for having us on the show.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
this is
having
fun.
me.
And
Thanks for having
then-
me.
But wait.
You still hot over there?
But actually, that's how I feel because I feel that I'm also in y'all's world right now.
Wait, so babe, you have 2 beats on your
I
card,
have 2
right?
beats in my card.
Okay,
And
3.
there are things
Oh no,
you
wait.
think about me.
Okay, I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
I said God fearing in my trap.
Now, what's my trap? Oh, that you. She think the sex thing about you is that you're
I
God fearing.
said traps.
And then you
His
said
traps
trap
got me. Okay, no, I
And
love
then the
his
last one
traps.
is you.
And then I said how you love our kids.
How you love our kids.
I said
That
God
still
fearing.
involves God.
Okay.
It's like
All
Superman.
right, now I got to
or
write
something.
about you.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's
All
reversed.
right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say you love about
I'm going
me.
to say one thing just in general about you.
Oh, I know what you're
and
gonna
One
say.
thing.
Physical, and then
This is so cute.
all right.
It's a lot, but there's
3,
a lot of things
okay.
physical, but I can.
1.
So the mother you are and your legs.
She do have insane. Oh, you did it. That's perfect to
Let's
end
go,
on, you
baby.
guys.
It's just-
Yay!
Thank you so much for
This was
coming
fun.
to the
Yeah,
show.
this
Can
was
we
a
come,
great
like, every week?
time.
Yes, guys.
Come on.
Can we come on? a
We got
Keke show
double
every
dates to
week?
First of all,
have.
we have double dates to
We got
have.
conferences to.
Why not her?
Why not
Come
her
on.
conference?
We got to do Pilates.
We got.
Come
Let's
on.
go. I be seeing you doing your Pilates
Girl,
too.
that's my father. You know,
Keke,
guys,
let's
listening
go.
to Ciara and Russell, it is clear that love isn't just something you find. It's something you choose and something you build over time, and how you show up, how you support each other, how you grow, and what you create together. And I think that's the real takeaway. Whether it's love, family, or legacy, it's not just about finding it. It's about what it takes to make it last. I thank you guys so much for sharing that with us. And to everybody watching, don't forget, you deserve a love that's aligned, a life that's intentional, and something that truly lasts. See you next time.
All right, y'all. So thank y'all for rocking with us to the end of that video. That was the end, and what an excellent conversation between Ciara Russell and Keke. Did you want to go first, Imani, with some of your thoughts, feelings, and opinions, or do you want me to go first? Let me know.
No, you go first. I'm just going to talk about, because I wasn't here yesterday, I'm going to talk about what I got from the whole thing. So you go first. That's fine.
Okay, I got you, girl. So basically, all I wanted to say, but a lot of times when I say things, it's on a closing note because I'm getting ready to wrap it all up. You know what I'm saying? But basically, look at the full picture of what we've talked about. We've talked about the traps people set to buy you, the mask we wear to survive, and the absolute warfare mothers face just trying to protect their babies in a broken system. But I don't want to leave y'all in a place of struggle. I want to leave you with a vision of victory. If you want to know what it looks like when you finally stop settling, when you take off the mask, and when you truly choose and bet on yourself, look no further than conversation Keke Palmer just had with Ciara and Russell Wilson. We watch people on the internet try to clown Russell for being a good man, for loving a woman out loud, and for stepping up to love her son, Future, as his own flesh and blood. But what Russell shared on their podcast is a spiritual blueprint. He said that before he even met Ciara, he sat down with his pastor and wrote down 5 specific qualities he wanted in a partner. And he prayed over them. He chose 5 because 5 is the number of grace. And life is built on grace. 3 days later, God placed Ciara in his path. And the moment he met her, he looked at her 9-month-old son and said, no matter if you and I ever end up together, I am going to make sure I look out for this little boy. How powerful. This is what a king does. This is what real protection looks like. See, Keke, unfortunately in her circumstance, was sitting there as a single mother herself, listening out while manifesting now a God-fearing man who honors her independence, supports her individuality, and loves her son just as much as she does. And that is the standard for all of us. This ties right back to where we started. Never let your temporary need dictate your permanent value. When you are in a season of lack, whether you are lacking money, lacking support, or lacking love, the enemy will send people to buy you with coins or offer you fake friendships just to use you. They want you to think a man who respects you or a community that protects you doesn't exist. They want you to settle for the bare minimum and do their dirty work. But Russell and Ciara are proof that when you heal, when you establish your standards in faith, and when you refuse to let a bad past relationship or broken system define your future, God will match your standard. You don't have to tolerate being defamed. You don't have to tolerate being divided. And you don't have to accept half-hearted love just because you're navigating a crunch. Life is a journey made of imperfection ingredients, but God is the formulation, a perfect recipe for you. Step out of the chaos. Let the liars lie. Let the dividers try. And like I said before, tell them to get the hell on. Fix your crown, take off the mask, protect your children, and remember that the highest stakes bet that you can ever make it is one of your own, and it's a place on your soul. So always bet on yourself, walk in your royalty. Thank you all for listening. And now, Imani, I'm gonna let you rock.
Okay, I'm going to talk. First, I'm going to talk about what stood out to me through this entire conversation. And guys, if you hear some panting in the background, it's my dog, not me. They talked about real love and that it's not luck, it's intentional. I didn't spend their time talking about fairy tales. They talked about work. They talked about sacrifice. They talked about communication, forgiveness, parenting, boundaries, discipline, faith, and purpose. And if anybody's been listening to the stuff we've done and the interviews we've done over the past few weeks, this is a running theme. I keep saying that, but it's true. One of the biggest lessons of this interview was that relationships aren't built on feelings alone. Feelings can come and go, but what lasts is your commitment to that relationship. What lasts is showing up, choosing each other every single day, even when things get difficult. And we all know about that. They spoke about, once again, one of my favorite mantras, protecting their peace, ignoring outside noise, refusing to allow public opinion to dictate how they live their lives. And this is a really big lesson all of us can take on board. Everybody has an opinion these days. Everybody wants to tell you how to live. Everybody wants to tell you who to love, what to do, how to think. But sometimes the greatest act you can do for self-care is to simply focus on your own family, your own goals, and your own purpose. Focus on yourself, your family, your goals, your purpose, your loved ones, your close ones, and what you want to do, and not what anybody else is dictating to you with their narratives. Another powerful idea of this thing was manifestation, not just wishing for things, but writing down your goals, speaking life into your future, and then putting it to work to make those dreams a reality. They both talked about having a vision long before their success arrived. I also really loved the conversation around forgiveness, because it doesn't mean you have to allow people back into your life. It means realizing that the burden that you can protect is your own peace and move forward. And some people need to hear this and move forward without carrying bitterness and old bones. I added that old bones bit. And the biggest message of all is love isn't something you just find. It is something you build. You build it through trust, you build it through sacrifice, you build it through communication, you build it through faith, and you build it through showing up consistently for the people that matter to you most. So wherever you are, speak life, protect your peace, stay focused on your purpose and your goals, and never stop believing that the life you want is possible. Because if it's possible for somebody else, then why is it not possible for you and your family? And really, this was a great interview. Please go and support Keke Palmer. Please go and support all the interviews she does. We couldn't do this show without having really fantastic content like this and really fantastic interviews. Just want to say to everybody, just really thank you so much for supporting this channel. When you come, it means a lot. We love you, love yourself, because we love you lots, and we love that you come here to listen to us, our content, even when we're ranting and raving. And take care of yourselves, take care of your family, take care of each other. Life is really too short for unnecessary drama, and it's too precious, and it's too valuable to spend living for other people's expectations. And like I always say, peace, love, and stay blessed always. And we'll see you on the next live. And I really, really have loved and enjoyed spending time with you. And I really want to say thank you, Golden, for giving me this chance to co-host with you. I know I tell you what to do every day because that's the narrative that's out there, because I make sure you speak and you do
Yeah,
what I say. However,
yeah.
in your obedience, you've
I'm
given
a
me the
puppet.
chance
I'm a
to,
marionette. Child, I'm on strings, and you're telling me what to do. You're
yeah,
controlling me.
yeah. But in your obedience, you've given me the chance to be a co-host to you. And let me just tell you something about this woman that is the pocket rocket called Golden. Golden will not stop until she has found out. If she doesn't know something, she looks for it, she researches it, she gets facts. Whenever I say I don't have the facts, I know that Golden has them. That's why I say that I am the bread and she's the sandwich filler. And without her, I couldn't even do half of this, because what we do together is based on the content she has always brought to this platform. And there's lots more to come. We're just trying to organize where we slot things in. And we are so grateful for the people that come and support and listen to us. It is a real pleasure to bring this content to you. And thank you all. And I mean that. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I mean that.
I absolutely agree, and I mean it as well. Oh, Star, thank you for saying that. It's just been so many misconceptions on this YouTube platform as far as, what people will try to paint as far as narratives as who you are as a person and how you move and you operate. But, a lot of individuals have gotten to know me on a very deeper level, and I've gotten to know them on a deeper level as well. And this is why I can speak up and say the things that I say, not just for myself, but in their honor and their favor as well. There are some really good people out here that you can connect with on this platform, and you do get the blessing to do so. And a lot of us are very much real people with good hearts, and we have minds of our own, and we're not out here playing these YouTube games that these people are playing. And we really love people. And when I say people, I don't mean just Black people, because I'm not a prejudiced person. I'm not a racist person at all. And I will not allow anyone to sit up here and paint that narrative or that picture about me. However, they will try and do it. They will try and do it. But, go ahead, Imani.
Yeah, I just want to say, please support the channels that you want to support. I'm going to say again, we have certain channels that we support, and there are others. But I'd like to say, support Trevor Green, Mel's World, We the People, Cultivate with Kai, Unwind with Teddy, Kimmy Love, Maggie, Ralph the Wise, Cups of Conversation, Good Utopia, Dropping the Tea, Star, who forever supports us, Polo's Porch, have I, Rose Tea Politics. Is there anybody I've forgotten? Because I really hope I haven't forgotten somebody who's central to that support group. Go and support these people. There are lots of other channels, and please tell us other channels that we should be looking at. We just want to give a shout out to the people who don't really get the mentions. They do great things. They've got great content. It's eclectic, like my selections. They're very eclectic. You also have, people like Vampy out there doing her thing, doing her stuff. Go support her if that's what you want. We are not telling you to go and not support anybody. What we are telling you is people are free to go where they want, support who they want, financially or otherwise, without having, some sort of mark of the beast on them because you go to particular channels. Everybody is free to go where they want to. Please support people. And if anybody is in this chat who's starting up a channel, please let us know so that we can add your link or add your channel to things that people want to do. And if you guys have got any suggestions, polite suggestions on how we should, stuff you'd like to hear. We do stuff on politics. These are our main genres: our politics, celebrity, Black history, and what's the one I've forgotten? Food and fun, as we call it. And we do a mix and match of that, and that's what we do. And we report it as we see it. And if there's anything else you guys would like to hear in those topics, please let us know. We have some other shows coming up because Golden, as I said, is a pocket rocket and she has an idea every second of the day, which I find hard to keep up with sometimes. However, I'm getting used to it. And yeah, thank you for your support. And please go and support these guys like Ralph, Najee, Kimmy Love, I'm One with Teddy, Cultivate with Kai, We the People, Mel's World, Trevor Green, Mostly Politics, Cups of Conversations, Star, and oh yeah, Blueberry Street as well. And anybody else that you think you should support. Don't be deterred by other people stalking and harassing and taking screenshots of your chats because they have the problem, not you. That's it, that's all, hun.
Absolutely, y'all. So this is literally what we need to do as a people. We need to support each other and stand by each other and lift each other up, not tear each other down. This is nothing that I've ever sought out to do when I came to this platform. And even when I was starting to do my little content, and I didn't even consider myself a content creator. I just did what I like to do and what I enjoyed to do on my channel. And then I went and I supported other people that I thought were very funny, or very, inquisitive, or I thought were very intelligent. And I supported them as I seen fit and spent time on some of their channels, whether it's in the chat or sometimes on the panel. And that's all I've ever done. And outside of that, I don't understand what my crimes are with these people, that seem to be so hateful and so evil against me, as if I have done something so terribly wrong against them. But we won't continue to talk about that, y'all. I'm going to give y'all a few final thoughts and we're going to get up out of here and end it with a bop per usual. Okay? So, when it comes to all this internet noise and YouTube drama, I want us to really check our spirits and protect our hearts from it. It is so easy to get caught up in the static, the back and forth, and the chaos. But if we stand and look at it with open eyes, we see it for what it truly is: a systemic design to monetize our pain, profit off of our division, and turn our real life struggles into entertainment for clicks and coins. We are too beautiful, too resilient, and we have too many deep, meaningful battles to fight out in this world here to let online distractions tear us apart from the inside out. We cannot build a community of love and unity if we are constantly feeding on the negativity meant to break us down. Don't let the noise steal your peace. Don't let it harden your heart. And don't let it make you forget how much we need each other. So let's turn off the static, step away from the screens when the severe malice instead of truth, and hold tightly to the people and the blessings that are real right in front of you. Remember this, y'all. They can only amplify the chaos if we give them our attention. And they can only divide us if we forget our worth. So we got to stand tall, walk in our true royalty, and protect our peace like the sacred thing it is. And always, always, always bet on yourself. But that is all I got for this live, y'all. We're going to go ahead and end it. And per usual, with a bop. Unless, Imani, if you got any final things to say before we leave out, let me know, and then we'll end it with a bop and be done. You got anything else you want to add, Imani?
No, I'm just going to tell you, I'm way past my playtime and I need to go and meet some people because they're calling me every 2 minutes. That's why my phone keeps interrupting the live. Have a great weekend, everybody. Happy Juneteenth. We will see you soon and take care.
Thank you for that, Imani. And yes, happy Juneteenth to everyone. And thank everyone, every soul that has come to support us here, whether you engage with us in the chat, which we really appreciate, or you just want to kick back and keep it cool and listen from the cut. We appreciate you as well, and we can feel your presence. And so thank you so much for all of the support. We're going to go ahead and end it with a bop per usual, y'all. And you know we'll be back, okay? So we got some more stuff coming to y'all. We got to get some politics updates and all of that stuff, you know, because it just never ends when it comes to the politics. But we do a little bit of it all. And I appreciate y'all for coming out to kick it with us when you do. And like we said, the channels that we called out, you know, that Imani called out, please check out these channels for real, because they really do great content. They have great, you know, personalities. And we all need to support one another and lift one another up, right? And like I've said before, I am not a prejudice. I am not a racist. This is a thing about humanity and what is right and what is wrong. And that is just what we stand for over here, what is right and what is wrong. So thank you very much for all of your support and coming into the lives. We're going to go ahead and end with a little bop per usual, and I will talk to y'all on the next one. Thank you very much. Golden and Imani out. Bye.
The air is thick with whispers, digital ghosts in the machine. They feed us fiction till our vision's blurred, you know the scene. Static on the screen, a 24-hour scream, selling us a fractured dream, tearing at the seams. They got us locked in little boxes, picking sides, while the real tide rises and nobody hides. Yo, podiums are burning, bridges turn to ash and dust. They trading rhetoric like bullets, banking on our lack of trust. Got us debating pronouns while the planet starts to rust. Got us obsessed with power, drowning in our own disgust. Politicians playing chess with pawns that look like you and me, selling off the future for a bump in their damn GDP. And what we talking about, the foolishness, the vanity, fighting over AI songs, the height of our insanity. A fake voice on a fake beat gets more rage and more ink than a real bomb dropping on a city while we blink. They engineered the outrage, designed it to divide, so we never look up from our phones to see the coming tide. Oh, can you hear the war drums pounding out a rhythm low? They're marching us to battle for a God we I see the babies born into this atmospheric hate. Taught to fear they neighbor before they learn to conjugate. Lines drawn in the sand by hands that never touch the soil, while the working class backbone is bent in endless toil. From Ferguson to Palestine, from Kiev to the Sudan. Listen, it's the same damn story, part of the same damn plan. Keep the people fighting over scraps upon the floor, so they never band together and demand a slice of more. They call it patriotism, tradition, call it pride. I call it ancient venom with a modern place to hide. Skin tone is the uniform they gave us for they war, but the soul inside the flesh is what we should be fighting for. And I'm tired, so tired of singing this eulogy. Oh, can you hear the war drums pounding out a rhythm low? They're marching us to battle for a God we do not know. They want us choosing colors, but our blood all runs the same. Just strangers in a mirror whispering a different name. I'm praying for the day the sun won't care what shade we are. That we can see the human heart behind the battle scar. Tear down the flags and see the faces before we run out of safe places. What if we looked each other in the eye, past the melanin, past the zip codes and the bank accounts they fence us in? What if our only currency was empathy and grace? What if we found our real reflection in a stranger's face? This ain't a lyric, it's a lifeline that I'm throwing out. This ain't a song, it's the beginning of a different route. I'm a daughter of the struggle, a mother of a dream, to wash away the blood and poison from this bitter stream. So turn the volume down on all the noise they try to sell, and listen to that quiet voice inside you know so well. World War III is knocking, they're at the door, but it's not nation against nation anymore. It's ignorance against wisdom, it's love against the fear. The real war is right here. To the block, from the city to the countryside. This is Juneteenth. I came from prayers, whisper low in the dark. Ancestors carry whole worlds in their hearts. Chains couldn't break what was written in stars. Now we shining so bright, you can see us from Mars. From Galveston shores to the neighborhood cookout. Grandma in the kitchen saying, baby, bring the food out. Red in the cup, in the smoke, on the grill. Freedom ain't a moment, it's a powerful will. Look at the children running through the yard, laughing like the pain never left a scar. But we know every smile got a story behind it. Every victory sweeter when your people define it. persistence, turning every setback into cultural brilliance. Hands up high if you know where you came from. Stand up proud if you know what was paid for. We celebrate the joy and remember the fight. We carry both together when we light up the night. This is your team. Freedom ringing through the streets. We alive, we believe. We got history in our feet. This is your team. Raise your glass and let it sip. For the drink, for the kicks, for the queens that built everything. We ain't hiding no more. Open every door. This is your team. This is your team. Yeah. Tell them, or believe, walk so the nation could see. 90 years strong with a mission to be free. 2.5 miles for the years they conceal, turning every single step into something real. Call it in the kitchen, got the biscuits on deck. Recipes, carrying stories that we'll never forget. Watermelon, red punch, sweet memories flow. Every plate got a lesson that our elders know. See the culture, can't copy that. See the spirit, can't stop that. Build jazz, build blues, build soul, build truth, build movements, build dreams. With America too, now we dancing in the sunlight. Our ancestors prayed for, living every blessing that they sacrificed to stay for. Hands up high if you know where you came from. Stand up proud if you know what was paid for. We celebrate the joy and remember the fight. We carry both together when we light up the night. This is your team. Freedom ringing through the streets. We alive, we believe. We got history in our feet. This is your team. Raise your glass and let it sing. For the dream, for the kings, for the queens that built everything. Not just a holiday, not just a cookout, not just a day off. It's remembrance, it's resilience, it's restoration. It's every grandmother who kept the family together, every activist who marched, every child who dared to dream bigger. It's joy as resistance, it's love as a revolution, and we're still here. This is your team. Let the whole world hear us sing. Freedom lives, hope survives, watch us spread our wings. Your team. From the backyard to the stage, every generation writing freedom on the page. We remember and we rise. See the future in our eyes. This is your team. This is your team. This is your team. Freedom, joy, legacy, legacy. Freedom, joy, legacy, legacy. Your team. Your team. Your team. They don't know her like I do. Nah. Golden. She moved through the city with her hair held high. Pretty brown skin with a storm inside. Everybody see the glow, they don't know the pressure. Smile so warm, but her heart no weather. Late nights riding while the skyline blurred. Trying not to cry when the memories occurred. Had to learn fast, everybody ain't loyal. Some people love you long as they control you. Now she move careful, energy expensive. Too many fake vibes hiding in the friendship. Used to give love with her hands wide open. Now every scar got the whole vibe frozen. They don't know her like I. No, they don't know her like I. She goes by golden. Soft voice, deep soul, hope or glowing. She goes by golden. City lights dancing with her heart stay open. Long dark roads, but she still stay focused. Everybody watching, but they don't really know her. Too much grace for the games they throwing. Real love, rare, so spirits they guarded. Beautiful soul, but the pain left marks in it. Mirror tell the truth when the lights go dim. All the things she carry weight heavy within. She survived nights she don't even speak on. Still finding peace for the whole world leave wrong. Funny how the love disappear when you're healing. Funny how the fate come around when you win. Now she trusts God more than people intend. Just cause smiles hot and being hidden in the big. She's still soft-hearted but she way less naive. Can't keep pouring love but there's nothing received. Still dancing slow through the hurt and confusion. Trying not to lose herself chasing illusions. She survived the fire. Still glowing through this room. Still sad. Still dangerous. frozen. Still standing tall while the whole world folding. Shit goes back golden. Heartbreak turned to pain cinematic. Now the tears got rhythm when she's singing. And they still don't know her like that. They still don't know her like that. Spend so much time looking for love in strangers. Spend so much time letting outside voices shake the mirror. But at the end of the night, when the lights fade, when the city cried, when the tears dried, we still got